What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Bad Takes, Better Conversations. This is episode 123. This is a little bit of a different episode. We're here to talk about NXT Black Gold here tonight. We are going to dive in a little bit into some big news of the weekend. If you know, you know it happened on SmackDown. A certain somebody, Tommy's a huge fan of this guy, has popped up yet again. Um, and we'll talk about Cody and Kevin, who had phenomenal segment. But anyways, we started kind of late. That's on me. I had a very long day. I was refing flag football all day, and I'm like super freaking tired. I started at 7 in the morning, and I didn't finish almost 5 p.m. So I just woke up from a nap, and that's why the stream started a little bit late. But thank you guys for bearing with us. I'm one of your co-hosts, Rod, Tommy.
It's your boy Tommy, BTBC, man. Like Axel said, man, episode 123, 123. That's kind of crazy. Should be a fun little episode. I finally got the chance to sort of kind of catch up on Black and Gold NXT, so I'm really excited to get into it. And I just want to say I missed a golden era in wrestling. I don't really know. Well, I do know what the overall opinion is about Black and Gold NXT, but I don't know if it's recently biased for me, but it might be even better than that, you know. But no, man,
Yo,
I'm excited to get into it. Ghost, you need to go outside, touch
go
some
outside,
grass,
bro.
man. Touch
Touch
some
some
grass.
grass. Do something, bro. Please
Something.
do something.
But nah, I'm
Hey,
ready. I'm ready to get into it.
hey, everyone, could y'all believe Tommy had never seen NXT Black and Gold before, like a couple of weeks ago? Like,
Shit's crazy.
Tommy had missed such a really good era, but hey, he took the time, he watched, and now he's ready to talk about it. He's ready to give his
I
takes.
watched it. Hey, actually, I watched it, and I might have to like reconsider my personal favorites and where they're ranked on my personal
Mm,
favorites list, because that was a big chunk I was missing for some of these guys, i.e. Adam Cole, i.e. Finn Balor, because I got him towards the end of the NXT run, not the prime NXT run. You feel me? So
you're
uh,
cooking. You're cooking. All right. Well, with that being said, we do have some special guests here tonight. One of these guys, you know him very well. He's been on the show a lot of time. He's from Scotland. Lee.
God,
My aura, Tommy. My aura. Fuck you, motherfucker.
oh, okay, all right. I
Lee, how
like your
you doing,
shirt though. You
man?
have a cool PlayStation shirt.
I just noticed something in the chat real quick. Also, Axel, you can't tell Ghost to touch grass after the behavior you've been on the past couple of days. So
Oh,
I'll tell Ghost
You
this.
gotta want it.
oh my God.
You
Ghost,
gotta want it.
touch some grass, bro. Touch some grass, bro, please. Please touch grass, Ghost. Anyway, Axel, how are we doing? Tommy, how are we doing?
Doing all
I'm
right,
doing
man.
great, man.
Doing all right. Should be a fun episode.
I'm doing pretty good. Lee, how are you doing today, man?
Tired. It is
Tired?
fucking 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, man. No,
What a trooper,
look
man.
at Wrestle Spot, man. Welcome Wrestle
Is
Spot
he in
to
the
the comment
chat?
section. Welcome
Oh,
Wrestle Spot, man. He's back in chat.
Wrestle go.
nah, Russell go indeed. Russell go indeed.
We got Wrestle
Um,
go, Tommy the bitch, and Axel the fraud. What a
Why?
good
here we go.
combination.
That's not.
Look at what Wrestle Spot said here. Nobody will want it for you. You gotta want it. You gotta want it. Come on, Lee. You gotta want it.
Huh?
Oh, I'm not
I
gonna lie,
want
Lee.
Go.
Drew McIntyre had his little moments too in NXT Black and Gold. What a shit show.
How many NXT titles does Drew McIntyre have compared to CM Punk?
Shut up, bro.
Like one's won world titles in every company he's been
Oh
in.
my God, bruh.
And the
Well,
other
to
one just
CM
keeps
Punk's
getting
defense, he
fights.
hasn't been at NXT yet for real. He's shown up in NXT, but he hasn't like been there.
Damn. So what you're saying is they saw Drew as developmental talent?
Actually, yeah, let's
Oh,
go with that.
Yeah, but you just know Drew McIntyre's NXT run is goated. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's pretty good. Not gonna lie. Hey, why nobody told me my boy Bobby Roode was doing this shit in NXT, bruh?
Glorious.
Come on, bruh.
Hey, man. We got another guest joining us. He was here with us last week. Oh, you want to come on up, Ghost?
Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh, whoa. Why is he?
Nah, don't shake now. Don't be scared now, Lee.
I don't know what I've done to him. You know, I'm the one that can tell him to touch grass. Prestige 9. He's one off Prestige Master.
Those check your DMs.
The game's and the game's been out a month now, and he's Prestige 9.
All right, guys. We do have another guest. He was here last week. We just had Full Gear last night, and we got our guy, Crack. What's up,
good?
Crack?
What's good, Rod? What's good, Lee? What's good, Chad?
What's good,
Thomas? Couchman finally got off his lazy ass. You love to see it. I'm so proud of him. You know, making his first appearance in almost 2 months. Good for him. Good for him.
It was 2 months. A long 2 months.
Not yet. More like a month and like 3 weeks. Get in there.
Not quite.
Like 2 months. Let's just round it to 2 months. Let's just round.
No,
you have to wait till October 5th.
That's what it was. It was over 2 months. Let's just remember that.
Also, you know, as Alex says, we bring the boom. That's what we do.
Real quick, Crack. Since you was actually at Full Gear, just give us a quick overall. Like, how was it? How was
the
it?
show was awesome. I'm not gonna glaze it 10 out of 10, but it was a cool show. Most of the matches they need to do, but I cannot lie.
Oh fuck, I'm good.
This is also no glaze aside.
Yo, what
the pop that the Rizzler, all Big Justice, all legitimately that may have been the biggest pop I've heard for a pre-show match of all time, and that's not even glaze. They were over, and the match was fun as hell too. When QT tried to pull with Rizzler, and for some reason Paul or Big Show was staying next to what you gonna do?
But that was so funny, bro.
Talking
Big Show was
about
actually
we want Rizzler. Yo.
I honestly forgot the Big Show was even signed to AEW.
Yeah, he just does commentary. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of sucks. Maybe it could be a little more, but no, other than that, highlights. Mercedes finally having a good women's match. We love to see it on pay-per-view.
We do.
Hangman, JY of course cooked as usual. Surprised that Hangman lost again, but you know he's so used to elevating these other talent. That's what he does. Honestly. And then main event, you know, we knew the winner, but the ending I feel like is a little overhated.
Yeah, Orange Cassidy should have won.
Yeah, okay, we're moving on from that.
Well, is it? Because again, you guys have to. I've been clip watching Full Gear, but was the overbooking after the match, or was it during the match?
I mean, there was a little you could say overbooking. I'm pretty sure Marina got ejected. Claudia, I think Pac may have shown up, but all the crazy stuff happened after the match.
Dog, what the heck?
Doc, you're a criminal.
I never watched, so y'all gotta.
Doc, you're a criminal.
It's okay, Doc. It's okay,
You've
Doc.
seen NXT UK before NXT Black and Gold. Doc.
Okay, that's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of crazy.
Because he glazes subculture, or at least Mark Andrews. So how has he seen NXT UK? But that's insane. I ain't gonna lie.
Doc, you're a criminal, man.
Dog, you gotta definitely watch NXT Black and Gold, man. That might be the best wrestler I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, Craig.
What's up?
What was your favorite moment of the night? Slash match of the night.
If I'm not glazing, Big AJ and the Rizzler. In all honesty, I think it would probably. And it pains me to say this. Truly pains me to say this. I think it had William Ospreay, Al Fletcher. Very close second to Mercedes. I will say very close. She almost snuck away with the match of the night. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was very impressive for her to rebound after all that.
Here we go.
What a W photo. What a W photo. That photo's amazing. It's so beautiful.
Well,
the last person that beat McIntyre is the guy laying on the floor in a bunch of blood. So what does that tell you about Drew?
That Punk's a hypocrite. Because in 2011, when he was like, "You fed me to this guy," and Drew McIntyre in 2024 got fed to that guy.
Who did that, Tommy?
I'm just saying.
Who did that?
Just saying.
We have we have another guest. You know him. Let's bring him on up here, man.
Yes. This is such a beautiful day, isn't it, Tommy?
Touch grass.
Well,
touch grass.
Quiet.
Prestige 9, touch grass.
Nah, Prestige 9 is crazy, bro.
So I pause my game, okay, and I see Lee, Crack, and Ron, and then this dude up here with the NXT was peak.
It is. It was.
Okay, no. You know what I'm. You know why I'm looking at you like this. Why can't you just let Roman lose?
Bro, it's for Paul. You know, Punk and Paul has been through so much.
Oh,
it's for Paul, bro.
Paul can get a grip for one pay-per-view.
Is that what he dressed like Solo was? If we're being real,
well, what's going on with that?
He did this for someone who's gonna maybe turn on him. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah,
it's kind of dumb for that. I ain't gonna lie, a little foolish.
Watched Black and Gold NXT, so he does not know shit. Just remember that.
Who did what?
We got production team, right? Pull up Doc's comment. His recent comment, huh? Look at that. Did I go outside today? Of course I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
There's absolutely no way you did.
Yes, I did.
Have you showered today? Because I know you haven't showered since COD came out.
No, I did.
You did?
Yes, I did. Yes,
you talking about Fragile? You talking about Couch Man, Phil? Doc, is that what you're talking about?
Leave fine ass Fragile Phil alone.
You know what, Doc? Hang on, Doc.
I like Doc. Whoever Doc is.
Oh, get a grip.
Doc is like that. Doc knows ball.
Yo, Doc.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Lee? Get off of that right now. Stop it.
This dude's timing him out. What server did you time him out in? This dude has too much power, bro. What server did you time him out in?
Doc,
there's no way
Doc, I will go to HR to talk about what we just did, Doc. Don't worry about it. Doc, I will back to back. Doc,
that's gonna be a great combo, you and HR.
Wait. Speaking of HR.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think the guest list is not packed enough. So guys, welcome to the stage, Donnie Blaze.
Oh my God.
Nah, I'm just messing with you guys.
Oh,
thank God. Thank God.
Hey, bro, I was crashing out in the comments, bro.
You know what I was literally about to say? If he actually had pulled up, I'm like, wait, why did he play the old theme? Because he played the King of Kings recently. Oh, this son of a bitch. I should have known.
Yo, this man Axel has jokes.
He's a comedian. He's a comedian. He saw the question of top 5 stand-up comedians and got inspired.
Oh man,
y'all
didn't want it enough,
question
man.
For you now, Ghost.
Y'all didn't want it enough.
Since you're in charge of Axel and Taco Blaze, what punishment is he getting for that terrible joke? He's got to get punished for that terrible joke, Ghost.
We're saying fine.
That's on you now.
Yeah, he's gonna pay us a fine. Don't worry about it.
So Ron has to pay a fine now, huh?
I feel like a $500 fine.
$500. Here we go. Handing out fines.
You have the money. Stop it.
Rich boy. You have the money. You're about to be in the main event of Taco Blaze Survivor Series, and you're about to face Jay. Which, by the way, coming up
he's
in
apparently
2
doing
days.
double duty. Yeah, I'm about to say he's apparently doing double duty. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually insane.
I'm doing double duty.
Axel Hogan Axel Hogan.
You know me, man.
Now it's Axel Hogan. Now it's Axel. Yo.
You know me, man. Gotta work double. So, all right. Anyways, let's get into this.
Wrong one.
Let's get.
Brother, you're just starting now. You're just starting now.
Man.
You're just starting now.
I didn't. Hey, Lee. I didn't even know you had that picture.
All right. Let's get into this. Let's get into this episode, man. Obviously, the first thing we got to talk about, big thing that happened Friday night. We finally found out who the 5th member of Team Roman is. We got a surprise appearance from Paul Heyman. And honestly, I was like, I was happy. I just, for some reason, I was like, I don't know why, but I thought this was gonna be that they were gonna do this on the pre-tape stuff for, obviously for the following week. I'm just glad they actually did this on the live show so that nobody gets spoiled. So thank you WWE for that. It saves us a lot of headache.
Yes, it does.
Big Boom AJ.
Hey, I might become the biggest heel because I thought that was a waste of time. But we're not talking about Full Gear.
So anyways,
sorry.
So anyways, obviously, Paul Heyman came back, and with Paul Heyman came his OG Paul Heyman guy, CM Punk.
What time is it, guys?
Yet again, CM Punk has restored the feeling, and he has again, made Survivor Series feel special yet again.
Yo, get his dick out your mouth.
Hey, come on. Now you guys really want to see Survivor Series.
Is he fucking the air for CM Punk? What are we doing?
What was he doing?
This man makes that bow.
Hey, bro. I just want every Bloodline fan out there to just. I know. We're great. We saved the day. I know. You're welcome.
Wait. Doesn't CM Punk and Roman Reigns got real life beef? Y'all are not.
Hey. We may have real life beef for Roman Reigns and his group.
I just want to know how many quarters would I have if I figured out how many times Punk had beef with someone?
Guys,
I think it'd be a million.
That's not important.
I think it'd be a million.
He is a phenomenal company guy, and that's why we're putting the beef aside.
This isn't AEW. We don't start backstage brawls over here.
Come on,
we never said it was, but I'm just saying. Watch
y'all see Lee just now?
No, CM Punk is a professional.
Professional.
He's a professional. Really? The guy you guys once knew, that he's dead. He's dead.
He's still there and never left.
But let's be real though. If there's beef, how come we haven't heard anything extra outside of that since he's been back? Because the difference is he's not working with kids anymore. His words not mine.
Okay.
His words not mine.
The difference is instead of being the hot talent that's being fed to old time legends basically. He's the old-timing legend, not burying, but, pushing down.
Yeah, I'm glad we cut that off. That was crazy. I don't know what he was thinking with this.
Hold on. I have the reason why there have been no brawls for CM Punk. Because he spent all year at home. He spent more than half of the year at home.
Hey, Axel, this is what I'm saying. CM Punk can never win. He could have no press about him for 2 years straight, and he'll still never win.
Tommy, didn't he spend a lot of time at home in that same year he did Brawl Out?
Actually, yes, he did.
Are you really gonna use that excuse, Lee?
Okay, so look, CM Punk is. I'll be honest. Fine.
Oh wow.
CM Punk is professional.
Oh
wow.
I got a call.
Oh wow.
Well, Crack, it's like you're on Donnie time.
I was just about to say, Crack, if it happens again, you're gonna go from Spectrum to Donnie's Wi-Fi.
Oh my god, one time is outrageous.
Anyways, yes, Tommy, fine. CM Punk is professional, but I'm just saying, Roman Reigns, accidentally spear him, just I don't know.
He professionally a dickhead.
Oh,
Wow. That's unnecessary.
Yeah, what a dickhead, making Roman Reigns win. That tyrant. What a dickhead.
Ghost. Listen,
What?
you rejected it. You didn't want no parts of it. You and your little boy Seth. So just move on. Mind your business. Stay over there.
But why are y'all helping him win? Why?
Paul Heyman called me and CM Punk. We had a meeting, and I understand. This is bigger, like Seth said. I'm pretty sure Seth said this. Either Seth said it or Cody said it. But this is bigger than WWE. We need to stop this horrible, stupid knockoff bloodline bullshit.
Well, it's very hard to do that when Roman Reigns still hasn't apologized to the Usos.
But when you think about it, I'm not gonna lie. If I had to give Punk credit for one thing, it's the fact that realistically he hasn't really been involved with the bloodline. So he's pretty much just doing this solely for Paul Heyman, like the wise man. So
yes, he is.
W minus for that. But that's the only thing I'll give Punk because he finally got off his lazy ass off the couch. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
I mean, there's also a thing obviously back in June, Heyman had said that Roman that. Obviously.
I mean, yeah, they had the one little segment, but Solo came out, you know what I mean? So attack payments, you know what I mean? So he was just trying to be W man, and you knew this was before he got
the other thing is this could also lead to because obviously these two, I'm pretty sure. Come on, let's be honest, a match is needed between those two, and at some point you gotta kind of kickstart, kind of throw a little bit of foreshadowing in there, and I think this was a good time to kind of do that.
Absolutely.
And honestly, look, Cody's tied up right with Kevin, so he's not an option. Seth, he's he has to stand on business, man. If he would have teamed with Roman, there would have been some very questionable decisions there. So obviously, him doing that, was great, and I think this does a lot for this does a lot more than if Seth would have joined, because if Seth would have joined, it would have pissed a lot of people off. Punk is pissing people off that he did join, but you got to think this is only going to add to the story of not only Roman Reigns, but this is also adding to the story of Seth Rollins, because this is yet again another person who is teaming with Roman Reigns, and you see he doesn't really hate Cody Rhodes as much, or those two are kind of I guess kind of friends, I guess. But he hates CM Punk, so I can only imagine how furious Seth is going to be when he goes on a feud with CM Punk.
Oh yeah, it's the fact that he teamed up, with the guy he was trying to take down,
with a tyrant.
So this honestly might not be good in the moment right now. But this is going to be very good in the months leading up to WrestleMania, because there's a lot of different directions that you can take this. You can take this either the Roman way, or you can take this the Seth way, and I think this is the perfect way to get Seth to turn potentially heel. This is probably what might drive Seth to turn heel.
Return, and I'm here for it. I am here for it.
So if that's the case, I think we're headed down a pretty good path towards WrestleMania. And I guess if Seth is gonna go against CM Punk, that just leaves Roman with nothing really right now. Obviously, Cody has been pushing this narrative that this year's WrestleMania is going to be super unpredictable. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but things are going to change, and I'm very interested, especially with this Rock and Roman stuff. Are they going to do Rock and Cody? Are they going to do Roman and Cody? Are they going to do Rock, Roman, and Cody? I mean, there's so many things that they can go with this. And I think if we've seen Triple H over the last couple of years in his booking, a lot of people like to say the road to WrestleMania starts at the Rumble. But shout out to Phil. I'm not gonna lie, Phil does have a he's right when he said that in all reality, because of Triple H's booking, if you look at the last couple of years, i.e. last year, the Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre face off, and then we can even go back to 2022 with the Sammy stuff and that whole bloodline stuff.
Kevin Owens.
That stuff. The build to WrestleMania technically now starts at Survivor Series.
True.
I like
no.
That makes sense.
Oh.
I mean, just,
you know that.
W's in the chat. If this is coming from Tommy's credit card, this is even more W's.
Of course.
This is
he can't be 2 hours. The couch man got up.
I keep forgetting about the second part.
Hold on.
Man.
Can we just pull up
W Tatiana,
comment, please?
Oh,
Mo.
We got Mo, $1 million Mo.
What up, Mo?
What's going on, Mo?
Yo, Axel, can you pull up Doc's comment real quick? His most recent one. Doc's most recent.
You didn't see that one earlier?
He was busy munching on whatever he was snacking on earlier.
I'm not gonna lie, Lee. That whole time Axel was talking and you was munching on them chips, bro.
Yo, I was trying to laugh. Yo, like, I'm trying to hear all these dudes. I'm like, God damn.
Nah, for real. Yeah. So,
you see? Thank you, Mo. You see, one call.
So yeah, what do you?
Yo, Crack, that's a W T-shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, show the T-shirt real quick.
Shut up, Tony. No, shut up, Tony. Con every Wednesday night at 8.
Oh, I need it right now.
For real.
I'm not gonna lie, that is a fire shirt.
I know he's eating crazy at the theater.
He
do. He be eating the popcorn like the little like acorns, just be munching on them.
Oh
man,
man,
I've been throwing them at people. I've not been at the cinema in 10 years.
This is why
don't go to the theater with Lee. He's gonna get you kicked out. What the heck?
Yep, this is why we can't have nice things. What is going on in the
Crack? I'm like this to people. I grab a bit of popcorn and if they're talking, I'm like, shut the fuck up and just launch.
Oh wow, that's ridiculous.
Hey, everyone, leave.
All right, so Lee will get you kicked out of the theater. That's good to know.
That's good to know. So yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on this? On the CM Punk stuff? Just really quick thoughts from everybody, and what do you think this is going to lead to? Tommy, let's start with you. Gotta start with the CM Punk thing, you know.
Yeah, we gotta.
You already know where it's leading.
What do you mean? We don't know. Let's.
Oh, you don't know.
You're not gonna main event, bro.
And you're still not gonna main event.
No, we are gonna main event because here's what's gonna happen. The Rock's not even gonna show up at Survivor Series. First of all, let's just get that. All right.
Okay.
He's not. I'm not gonna put that out there because this is the year for CM Punk to get his main event. He's doing all the right things. So I'm just gonna stay on that little bandwagon. But anyways, about Friday night, man. So again, like Axel was saying, we already. Whoa! Look at chat! Look at chat!
Oh,
yo! Wow!
Oh, look at that!
This is great. W Tatiana. Hey, it's even better. It's coming from Tommy's credit card.
We always know Tatiana over Tommy. Like, come on now. This is obvious.
That's crazy.
Come on, man.
Why she's trying to get over on my show? Isn't that crazy? She's trying to get more over than me on my.
And it's working.
It's working.
You can't hate it's not working.
Look at that, man. You know what, Ron? I have a question for y'all or Tommy. Are we doing a watch along at Survivor Series?
That's a good question. That is an answer that we can actually have to in the next couple of days.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But nah, CM Punk coming back and saving the whole OG bloodline. It is a beautiful thing to see, and I'm glad all the people that were talking about Punk, get off the couch. Punk, he's been on the couch for so long. Blah 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 blah. I hope you guys are now saying thank you, welcome back. That's what we need.
No.
We need a welcome back.
No. Yay! Whoa! You're helping Roman Reigns.
It was almost 2 months. Great job. Woo!
No.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, Ghost. If you handled Bronson Reed when you were supposed to, it would still be 4-on-4.
We did.
Oh, wow. But he did though. At Crown Jewel.
We did. You see, Tommy,
he is completely fine. You should have did how he did you the first time. How he sent you sitting at home on the couch just like Punk was.
You see, but we were supposed to.
But because you didn't get the job done, CM Punk is here.
We did though.
Anyways, he is still walking. He's at the next show.
Oh, I'm sorry that Bronson Reed is a big ass monster. You know, he's taking 5 stops just to get pinned.
Thank you, Lee. Look at that.
Oh, brother.
And then Lee over here, Lee. Please. Then you...
Lee, I'm not going to lie. You're the only favorite wrestler right now is on the couch. So I really...
Your favorite wrestler is on the couch and CM Punk is out here. Get a grip.
Hang on. I'll get an updated one, Ghost.
But yeah, man, I like it. I love it. I'm excited to see where this goes. I think Punk and Seth is now obviously like it's definitely happening. Definitely happening.
Yes, it's definitely happening at WrestleMania Night 1 kicking off. Because The Rock will probably be main eventing Night 1 or Night 2.
You know what's happening. He's going to do it again.
Like I said, I'm going to stay positive.
I'm being serious. Rock might actually do it again.
I'm going to stay positive.
You know who's main eventing Night 1?
I'm going to...
Cody
You're wearing
Rhodes.
his shirt. You're wearing his shirt, Ghost.
Oh, yeah, you're right. John Cena's main eventing Night 1.
Oh, yep.
And then Roman Reigns and Rock Night 2.
All right, bro. It doesn't matter, bro.
Cook.
No, it's
another person that owns CM Punk.
Oh my god.
And another person that will main event before Punk.
You know what CM Punk said? CM Punk said he would love to team with John Cena before he retires.
Oh, so, brother, get him away.
If CM Punk has to ride John Cena cocktails to the main event of WrestleMania, that's what we will do. Yeah, I said it.
I said it.
I said it.
I'm hearing outrageous words.
I said it.
Not gonna work for you.
You are not using that man's retirement year to pull off a nasty agenda. You're not
there is no way.
To get my agenda off, I don't care.
So Tommy, all seriousness, if this dude CM Punk somehow made events, I guess I'll give him this props. But either way, Seth Rollins is gonna stop his face in the head.
No,
you know.
That's not happening.
I mean, he was low-key supposed to lose to Drew, and did he do that? He kind of did it.
Anyways, why don't we go ahead and move on to the next one?
What do y'all think about this? Like the big four. What do y'all think about the big four? Like, I'll circle back to you, Lee. What do you think about like the big four Mania matches being Roman Rock, Cena, Gunther, Cody and Randy, and Seth and CM Punk?
That's a solid.
On paper, we may be looking at a GOAT Mania card. On paper,
we are looking at a GOAT Mania card right there.
Like, yeah, they were able to get all those four matches on the same card.
And all
we
like
were
clicking.
going 3 years in a row where it's like, nah, this main isn't the best. Nah, next one's the best one. No, this one's the best one.
Tommy, look at Lee's background.
Bro, what do we? Hey.
Oh wow! Oh, we going back in history. Oh wow! Oh wow!
Oh,
look at that! Look at the Rock! Look at the Rock!
Look at the final ball. Look at the final ball.
Can you feel the electricity?
And that's the reason why I would never. You never hear out my mouth that Rock is one of the greatest of all time.
Wait, Mo, if you're still in chat, look at your favorite wrestler.
Apparently Mo's done slandering him.
My via obsessed wrestling over here, Mo wrestling.
Nah, I'm about to be right with Mo. Man, fuck The Rock.
No, listen, okay. You know what? I don't even have to say it because we all know where The Rock really is in the top 10.
Oh man. Okay, Lee, what's your take on the CM Punk joining?
So I hope this actually leads to CM Punk's retirement.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
All right, Lee. Let's be for real for one. Try to be for real. God.
Oh my
god! Wait, so how would it? Wait, Lee. Can you? I'm curious. How would this lead to a retirement?
Why are you entertaining this?
Bronson Reed hits a tsunami off the top of the cage.
Oh
yeah. Punk would not. I'm not gonna lie. His fragile body, he could not handle a tsunami.
I don't even know how that would look like because I don't even want to know like that.
As a real CM Punk fan, if he tries to do anything off the top of anything, I'm gonna be livid. I'm like, bro, sit down.
Bronson Reed, you better hope Punk's not on that ground when Bronson Reed's on that cage.
No, right now. He's done if he takes one of them, I promise.
Shut my door.
Jesus Christ.
Crack and Ghost. Crack will start you. What's your take on it?
I mean, regardless how I feel about him, obviously, like it makes sense. I said it was W Mans for helping out Heyman. Can he handle a War Games match? Only time will tell. He'll probably be fourth man. Obviously, Roman being last, so he won't spend as much time in the War Games. So hopefully he just can get through this. Focus on Seth after that, and then once again not main event Mania. But other than that,
this
it
is
was a
gonna
cool
remind me a
move.
lot. This is gonna remind me a lot of last year, like when Drew and Damian were kind of like almost basically at war with each other, even though they were on the same team. I think Punk and Roman are probably going to be at war with each other as well.
Do
Very,
you think they're
very,
gonna end the match?
yeah, like while they're in the shark cage, they're gonna
Like
be
a
like,
little
"Oh, I'm gonna go
animosity
first."
going on.
A little
Like
animosity,
tension. Oh.
Yeah, like
a
tension,
lot of tension.
chemistry.
Um, honestly, very shocking to even think that like a year ago we got CM Punk returning, and now just a year later we're gonna get him in a War Games match. I mean that seems pretty.
Teaming with the Roman.
Yeah, that seems pretty insane.
Pretty interesting choice.
Honestly, here we're getting a Roman face off, and there's so many more people that CM Punk is probably going to end up feuding with. One that I would actually love to see, obviously before he retires, is John Cena. That's something we got to relive that classic, just one more time.
Even just a promo, I agree.
Even if it's just a promo, let's take it back to old times. Let's take it back, man. Ghost, what's your thoughts?
I guess W-Man's helping out Paul Heyman. I'll be honest. Yeah.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
Yeah, he helped out the wise man.
He helped out the wise man. And now we got to see if he can handle a War Games match. Another cage match for him. Isn't that great? We're going to see if he can get the dub for Roman. Anyway.
And then the last thing that I will ask about this particular part of the segment: do we see The Rock returning this upcoming Saturday?
All seriousness?
Yes. An appearance?
No.
I think
it's possible.
Even if it's just an appearance.
Even if it's just an appearance, I think it's highly possible.
It's possible, but I don't think it's happening.
I think only because Roman and Solo got one more match. I think that's when we see The Rock. They have one more match after the War Games. I don't know when and how they're gonna put it, but I think that's when we see The Rock. When it's finally for the Ulafala. And that's it.
We do, yeah. Hey, I mean, Saturday's main event, they could run it there.
They could. But I did see something. The arena that Survivor Series is at, I guess it was like, it has something to do with when The Rock was in his prime or whatever. The In At Your House show, I don't know if it was at the same arena or what, same city or what, but they were trying to say that on Twitter and trying to connect the dots, saying that The Rock's going to be there just because of that, but we'll see.
I feel like you guys just grasping straws.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So, I mean, you guys don't see him like even costing the match, or anything like that.
No. That's just what I think. I think just because we have one more match with those two, I think they're gonna save that for.
You guys see winning this match?
Ooh.
OG or New Bloodline?
OG.
I strangely think New Bloodline.
OG purely because CM Punk is in the match. Like, I'm being all serious now. OG purely because CM Punk is in that match.
Punk don't like losing, so that is true.
Punk Hogan.
I mean Cook. Not gonna
Roman
lie.
doesn't like losing. He barely lost for 4 years.
I'm gonna say OG Bloodline, but I'm not gonna say because I don't think it has anything to do with Punk really this time. I think it's just because we have to have some way to get to Solo or Roman. Because we still, like I said, there's one more match for the physical Ulafala once and for all. So I think we have to get there somehow. So
I'm not gonna lie, ain't no way the team of Punk and Roman. Listen,
we may have both women's world champions lose in a War Games match itself. So I mean,
didn't Cody and Roman lose?
No, they won.
No.
Okay.
They won at Bad Blood.
Okay.
Yeah, they won.
Just making sure. Then you're right. Yeah, I don't see. No, we're not losing. Sorry.
I want to say the New Bloodline is gonna win. Honestly, the only way they win is if we get a return from The Rock. I think that's the only that might be the only possibility. We get a return from The Rock, and he somehow costs OG Bloodline the match. I think that's the only way. But other than that, I don't see the New Bloodline getting clean pinfalls over.
No. If anything, Punk and Roman like brawling during the match will be more likely as how they win.
Yep. Lee, we're gonna get into NXT real soon. Speaking of like winning things. Next week we're bringing back predictions. So
finally,
a new predictions champion will be crowned. Later this week we will upload the form. So make sure that you guys are on the lookout for that. We'll post it in the Discord. We'll post it on our Twitter.
Another title to add to my
So
collection.
it is back. We're bringing it back. So make sure you guys see the prediction form. We should have it up Wednesday, maybe Thursday. You guys will have until Saturday to put it up. We'll have it up until about an hour before the show. So if you guys do, have it good, and then we'll announce the winner Sunday night right here on stream. So, and whoever the winner is can join us on stream. So there you go.
Give him like a victory speech or some shit.
Right, I better get my victory speech prepared then.
Well, so
prepared.
And no, Tommy, you can't win it.
Fuck.
Neither.
It's like your boy. Like he can't win a world title.
Actually, you know what?
It's perfect.
You know what? For the first time ever, host can enter into this.
Yeah. There we go.
For the first time ever,
Tommy Hogan.
Tommy Hogan.
Tommy Hogan. I'm okay with it.
Tommy Hogan.
I'm okay with it.
All right. We'll quickly kind of go over this one. Cody, Kevin Owens. Match is not happening at Survivor Series. Most likely it's going to be Saturday night's main event. This promo between these two was a heavily intense promo. This is up there for one of the best promos of the year between these two guys. These two guys truly cut into each other. A lot of really, really like personal things said in that promo. Shots at each other. These two guys were, I think at one point I saw don't ask me why, but why I was looking at it. But Kevin Owens' lips were quivering because he was kind of just shocked at what Cody was saying, man. Like Cody cut a really good promo, and I think Kevin also did. This feud is gonna be really good. I can't wait. What did you guys think?
Mosey, Craig, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, Cody's obviously a heel, always has been, but I digress on that. But in terms of the promo itself, from both wrestlers, it was amazing. Like Kevin Owens, everything he said was absolutely what he believed in, and like why he did what he did. Now Randy, again, that's another story, but between him and Cody, like you could feel like, and then especially for like Cody too, like we really haven't seen like that. Like I feel like sure you can say a little bit with Solo, but like I feel like this has been the first time in a while for like Cody to be in a feud where like he's getting like emotional, like personal, really. And I feel like it was great for both of them.
At least since the AJ one. At least since the AJ one.
Exactly. That was like in June.
Heading into Clash at the Castle was it was kind of a little bit personal. And I would say like the
Did I hear Clash at the Castle?
Oh God.
Let it go. Get a grip.
Wait, the same pay-per-view that CM Punk
lost?
Drew McIntyre?
Yeah, that Drew McIntyre lost.
What are we doing here?
L.
Yeah, buddy. Imagine losing with your own pay-per-view twice in a row.
Embarrassing.
He has a losing record on his own pay-per-view.
That's wow.
But yeah, what was I saying? I don't remember. I was talking about Cody, but I don't remember what I was really.
Well, I knew you said since AJ and
AJ, yeah, and then Gunther,
yes.
Cody. There's been several promos this year where Cody has gone personal and hasn't talked about his dad, which is very good because I think we need to get away from that. I think even the go home promo for Logan before what was it, King and Queen of the Ring, that was a good promo. He's had a couple like outside of Roman. Obviously, we know that the stuff with Roman and Rock. I mean, those were great, but yeah, he's had a couple, man. The AJ Styles feud obviously had. I think the Backlash one was okay, but the stuff leading up to Clash at the Castle was definitely way better. the stuff with Kevin Owens. Oh, you're my friend, so I'm just gonna give you a title. No. Solo. It was okay for what it was. It was all right. Honestly, what sold me was that Friday Night SmackDown, literally right before SummerSlam. That was great stuff. Um, the stuff with Gunther was obviously great. Gunther's a very good mic worker. Now and then now also this Kevin stuff. This is great, and it's crazy thinking that Randy Orton's the voice of reasoning. Oh, that's not good. When has Randy ever been the voice of reason? That's not good.
It is a little strange. But
like Orton being the middleman, this is a new territory. I'm not gonna lie.
I guess my thoughts about the whole promo and everything. If you just watched it for what it was and you take out like your kayfabe brain and who's the heel and the baby face and just listen to what they're saying, this is probably one of the first times where it's like, again, if you're just listening to what they were saying, if I actually feels like Cody's the one that's the kind of insecure one in this sense, because he was calling Kevin insecure, but everything Kevin was saying, everything that Cody did, all the way up until this point of Kevin snapping. I mean, I think Cody's kind of using Randy as, again, a reason, but he's trying to use that to justify exactly the scapegoat. And I think that is just that's so fascinating to see a babyface kind of in this situation. Shout out again to Triple H writing and his booking, but I don't think we've ever really seen too many situations where a babyface has again looked the way Cody's looking in this situation. Because we all can agree that, I mean, Kevin is right about pretty much everything. How can Cody go and team with Roman and it's just, how can you do that?
He said no. I really think Cody fans forget. He said no at the beginning of the night before he agreed to team with Roman.
Exactly.
Like, he's like, I don't want to team with him. And now 2 hours or half an hour later, you're like, yeah, I'm a team. Dude, what?
Nah, exactly. And I love this. And I love this because it still adds that complex storytelling to this Cody's title reign, which again we'll probably get into it in a whole nother episode, but depending on how you felt about it before or up to this feud, again, I think this is one of those feuds that Cody kind of needs for this reign to still keep solidifying this reign as one of those ones. So I do like that, and I do think, like I said, I think this is a very unique place for a babyface in WWE. I don't think we've seen it too many times. So
it's very weird because it's like it's weird because it's also the thing, like, you know, he's over here talking about like Kevin not crossing the line on him. I mean, he's kind of talking about like, oh, you didn't pull the trigger, and now he wants him to pull the trigger, and that's so odd, like something to say, because it's like that's not really something baby faces usually,
right?
You know, tend to really say. The only thing I didn't really like about Cody's promo, I thought it was overall well, the delivery and everything. There was just maybe one thing that, like, you know, he was talking about like his past and stuff like that, and it's like the past really doesn't matter, man. What Kevin Owens did in the past, like, you can clearly tell that Kevin was your friend and you just decided to, you know, team with Roman.
Exactly. It's like, I agree with you, actually. It's like saying, he betrayed all these people beforehand, but it's like, okay, but he do that with you. He do that with fighting the bloodline. Mm-hmm. No, he's always been with you since day one.
And we're going to see this dynamic, and it's going to come up soon, obviously, with the whole CM Punk and Seth Rollins stuff. So that's going to give us even more evidence into why these guys are justified to doing the things that they're doing. I mean, come on, like, Cody teamed with Roman. This is a guy who, Kevin, the Bloodline had been absolutely trying to end Kevin's career for nearly 4 years. He's had endless battles with them, and the fact that now you team with him, and I think Randy's probably sitting at home listening, like, these guys took me out for a year and a half, and
that's another part of the story that I didn't even mention. Yeah,
you know, you can't justify you teaming with him. This is where I think, like, Cody's just doing stuff for the best interest in himself, and not really for the best interest of his true friends. So, I mean, Cody's kind of this is very interesting. The fact that Triple H is taking this route, obviously fans are still gonna like Cody because he's that type of guy that can fight that type of adversity just because the character that he portrays. But it's a very weird route that they're taking with this whole story because he's basically betraying the people that were closest to him.
Which is crazy that a babyface is doing it.
What are your thoughts, Buzz?
You guys pretty much explained it well. I mean, honestly, I actually like what Tommy said. If you take out this babyface and heel shit, it honestly just feels like two friends fighting. Seriously. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what's going on with Cody, but he need to get it together. Doing all that BS. Maybe Crack might be cooking this time. I don't know.
This time.
Wait a minute. We all know how you feel about Cody. Stop it.
Yeah, and I've been right. Hunter is about to prove me right. Like,
okay, all right.
Just saying. Cooking. All right. I said. I agreed with Craig. I don't think the camera was on yet, but I was like, nah, Cody might be the biggest heel in wrestling right now. You think about it?
He
did not. He didn't
genuine.
Even like
being
he didn't even hesitate.
Flip flop. I'm just saying.
Like when he teamed up with Roman the night he like made it official after he said nah, and then 2 hours later.
Yeah, that was actually crazy.
That's insane. Didn't talk to anybody. Just like, fuck it. I don't care what Seth did for me that night. Don't care what Jay did for me that. Like he just said, fuck it. I'm going.
I don't care what all of them.
I just think that's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. If you look into it, if you were to look into a magic ball, and you're to look into the future, I think these reasonings would lead me to believe that these would be reasons as to why Cody would turn heel.
I mean, if Triple H really wanted to turn him heel, he has plenty of ammo to turn him heel. Now, I think if he wanted,
Thunder would be a Booker of the Year if he could somehow. Because we know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't care what no one says. A heel Cody, I know could cook. I know absolutely would cook right now.
If you look at his promos, so obviously he's a babyface, but he cuts him more like a heel. The way he talks, he cuts him more like a heel. If you actually really think about it, but and that's honestly a testament to him because if you look at his indie stuff, his heel work was a staple of why he has come this far now. It's not his babyface work that took him here. Look at his stuff even in WWE previously, dashing and undashing Cody Rhodes, which were before the American Nightmare stuff, probably his best character work-wise stuff. That was a heel. Cody has always been a better heel. Not saying that he isn't a great face. He's a great. Come on, let's be real. The guy is selling merch, and I think he's a great guy for like the kids and stuff like that. You know, obviously they're trying to make him to the next John Cena. But to those fans who are like more hardcore fans, they see him more as a heel. If you're a casual, then you know Cody as kind of, good guy Cody and all this other stuff. But I think to the casual fans who have seen his work in retrospect, they know that Cody is a true heel at heart.
That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
That's facts.
Xavier was new before all of us.
Hey,
Xavier was new before all of us.
I appreciate y'all, but I gotta go. So
I gotta
have fun.
Peace out, goes. You better not be on COD.
He's getting right on COD.
This is exactly
you
what
better.
he's
You
doing.
better.
I'm actually going out. I'm actually going out.
Okay. Take care.
I will be calling you.
Before you go out.
Actually, I don't think you want to do that.
Okay.
If you want to call me, you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it.
Okay.
Right. This is what Ghost is doing.
Oh.
All right. Yep. Anyways, goodbye, guys.
That's crazy. Doc, I agree. I think Ghost is going out to Newtown. He's just going to Newtown. He's going to Newtown. He's not going anywhere.
I swear to God, if he's on that game.
Yo, Ghost is
Excellent. If you call him, do not call him on stream. Do not call him on stream.
No, please.
What are you doing?
Yo, Ghost is gonna go. Ghost is gonna go to Newtown and go this to a mannequin.
Oh wow.
Yo, Enigma.
Enigma, what's going on, man?
Oh, what's good, Enigma?
Enigma, you pull up at the right time, man, because we are about to get into NXT Black and Gold.
The golden age of
NXT.
Tommy says it's the golden age of wrestling. Argue with I don't care who you can argue with, but you can't. I'm not listening. I'm not gonna listen to the argument.
Tommy, wrong image.
Is he wrong though? I don't think so. I'm not gonna lie.
Go back to the NXT image. Thank you.
Chat. Let me know who in here has seen NXT Black and Gold, and if you have, what are like some of your favorite moments? You can just name one if you want. Name me like some of your favorite moments or matches that you have experienced in NXT Black and Gold. Okay, so NXT Black and Gold, it started 2014, I would say. Mm-hmm. I would say 2014. I think the first pay-per-view that it started in, I don't want to be wrong, was maybe NXT or Evolution. I would say that.
I thought it was a rival. Well, at least that's what I started. I started with.
I'm pretty sure it's a rival.
It's a rival, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least that's why I started.
That's going to be wrestling fans NXT Black and Gold there for the people that was tired of me. Yeah, that is true. I think the early parts were still like the mainstream WWE, like Raw and SmackDown was still pretty good. 2014.
I like that guy's comment. I like that news comment. I like that one, yeah.
Let me hold on. Let's see.
I will also say this. I completely understand why Vince was like, "Nah, Triple H, you need to slow down. Like, they about to forget about my shows. Like, you can't do that."
Okay, so yes, NXT Arrival was technically the start of NXT Black and Gold, with it completely ending 2021. I want to say. I want to say it was 2021.
Are you talking about like NXT 2.0?
Yeah. Maybe it was actually it might have been 2020.
Was it 2020?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think so. Okay, because look,
actually, 2021.
If you really think about it, right? 2020, NXT Takeover 31. That is NXT.
Oh yeah, that's
NXT War Games 4 is technically the end of NXT Black and Gold. I truly do believe, yes, because this is, remember, it was OG NXT versus NXT 2.0.
For 2.0, and then, I see that. And
then the following year, February 14th, 2021, was NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day. Technically, it says here that is the last official takeover. And then after that, they started naming them just NXT, and whatever the name was, like Stand and Deliver or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Actually, you're wrong there. Actually, you had NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver, and then you had NXT Takeover.
Well, I don't know if they were officially
where Samoa Joe beat Karrion Kross. Samoa Joe beat Karrion Kross that night.
Wait, no, Samoa Joe beat Karrion Kross at Takeover 36.
Yeah, Takeover 36. That was the last takeover in August 21.
Hold on.
Because Ilya Dragunov beat Walter that night as well.
That is true.
Oh wait, it does continue through NXT Takeover. Okay, hold on. In Your House is still Black and Gold. Okay, all right. So NXT. 1 second.
You also had NXT Takeover in Your House as well.
Yeah, yes, same year.
That is, I think that's the last official takeover. NXT Takeover 36, I think was the last one for Black and Gold. Yes, that is
Enigma Undisputed Era. It could be recency bias, but they are one of the best factions of all time.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You can say like top 5, like maybe top 3, maybe like I can't lie. Like they were hooping, nothing but hoops.
Let's talk about NXT, man. Let's talk about some of the best matches in NXT history, man. Let's start with an obvious one. Let's start with probably the most legendary rivalry in NXT. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Tommy, since you're a guy who's recently seen this stuff, what is your take on the feud between those two guys?
So just as far as the feud goes, because again, when I was doing my NXT watches, were literally just the takeovers for the most part. So it was a lot of vignettes for me and a lot of and a lot of those. But as far as that one goes, and how that one just kind of, I mean, there was a part when I was watching it. There was a part on the vignette where it just kind of showed. I mean, Ciampa was just no music needed, none. And I don't know when was the last time we've seen that in wrestling since that point. But like, do you know how much you have to be hated for you to be able to walk out to no music and the crowd is basically all the noise you need? So, and that just tells you like the amount of detail Triple H was kind of focusing on during all the stories he was telling at NXT, the how invested he got you with DIY before they did the feud, and another thing that I will say there, the match chemistry between those two, especially if again like me, I didn't watch it before I seen them on really main roster, really cooking as a DIY. So seeing them go at each other and seeing how Johnny Gargano was, bruh, Johnny wrestling was a real thing. That was a real fucking thing.
Super
And it's
Johnny.
just, bro, it's just crazy. And then, honestly, that point, that feud, to me, we're probably not going to see those two do something as meaningful or just feel as over as that feud was. You probably won't see them doing anything that over again. And that's a lot of Black and Gold NXT. Some of those things that we saw then, I don't think we're ever going to see again. As far as how over some things were and just the atmosphere that NXT Black and Gold was at that time, I really don't think we're going to see too much of that again. But that's just how I feel about it, because that was like Triple H's first staple. I would assume, at least from what I was watching, that was like his first staple feud. But I guess Sammy and Cesaro was technically the first one, but yeah, but that's how I feel about it.
Crack.
About that 3 like series of matches may have been some of the like most insane for a feud you may ever see. Now, there are some things you could say like a little hokey. Like I remember, I think it was Takeover. What was the summer takeover? So I'm pretty sure it was Brooklyn, where it was him and Ciampa, and then basically a finish where like he cost himself the match. And I'm like, other stuff like that. But that feud, man, the fact that this man Ciampa, he was out of action after he turned heel.
Yeah,
he spent 6 months not even there. Came back, attacked him after a match. Boom, instant biggest heel in the company. Like it was
instant,
like that. Like he never left. That right there, Ciampa and NXT in this heel one, that was one of the best of that entire company.
It was definitely, it's a staple, man, and I understand why it was.
Crazy that we're talking about fucking Tommaso and Johnny when they're just about to enter a feud against each other again right now.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Like they are literally on the verge of it.
But again, I don't even when they finally pull the trigger on the main roster, I mean, it's not gonna touch what they did in NXT. There's no way.
No,
there's just no way.
It's always impossible. The way like how much attention, like time they would have to give for that feud to be in the same part. Yeah, no, not happening.
Facts.
Let's talk about some NXT originals, Cesaro and Sami Zayn.
That was the first, literally the first match that I saw in this my marathon of NXT was Cesaro and Sami Zayn, bro. That was literally the first one.
Oh my god, 2 out of 3 falls,
dude.
Man.
Oh, I can't. I hope we talk.
We gonna get to that.
I hope we talk about that.
Oh, don't worry.
I hope we talk about that too.
We gonna get to that. Don't worry.
That was.
We gonna get to them too. Don't worry,
dude.
What'd you think of Cesaro and Sami Zayn, Tommy?
I love that. So when Cesaro did the "We the People," that brought back a lot of memories. We the people, but nah. As far as the match goes, and as far as Sami being, it's crazy to see. Again, it's just crazy to see where they all kind of started. As far as when they got signed to WWE, and it's crazy to see how over Sami Zayn was as the underdog when he was actually an underdog.
Yeah.
And it hit because he was actually an underdog. like the storyline in the main roster now, how he was still trying to be an underdog against Gunther and all these other people. It's like, I'm not believing this at all, but I
He may have been a
get
mania at
where
that
it
point.
came from. Right, I get where it came from. I'm seeing where it started, and I understand why Triple H didn't really leave when he should have went on the main roster, because it worked so well in NXT. He was like, obviously he's no Cody, but he was their top babyface. Like, he was their guy. You know, even though the match I believe I watched, he actually lost to Cesaro. You know,
he did,
but
both matches.
But that was again, with the way Triple H tells stories, it made sense. It was perfect for Sammy. It was perfect that he lost that match, because again, we'll get to it. But as Sammy kept going through the NXT ranks, it made perfect sense for him, and he ended up becoming and getting that big prize, which again we'll get to. And it made that even more satisfying, because you think about where Sammy started. You know, it's just. And I understand why Russell Spot, shout out to Russell Spot, but I understand why Russell Spot, Sami Zayn, is one of his favorite wrestlers of all time, because he got to see that live, you know. So I get it.
Sami Zayn ass. Sami Zayn ass.
Oh, don't do this,
bro.
bro.
Here goes
Don't
Lee.
do
Here goes Lee. Here goes Lee.
Put your personal feelings aside.
Whoa. What do you mean personal things? I don't hate Sami Zayn. I've never hated Sami Zayn. So why you think that?
Another thing that I noticed about watching the NXT, so every booker has a certain philosophy and a certain way of booking. And it's just so funny to see, because again, I didn't have any Black and Gold NXT experience before this. So to see that Triple H and his booking philosophy, and how the slight things he is changing on the main rosters, but the things that he's keeping the same on the main roster because it works. It's nice to it's cool to see. It's cool to see. That's just a little side note, but
that's right.
The other one. Oh wait, Crack. Obviously, you gotta give your take on it. So I'm saying the same.
Oh, I mean, what else is said? Like, two of the greatest NXT matches of all time. Elevated Sami Zayn. Cesaro didn't even have to, go down there, but the fact that he did only improved his stock even more as well, because that was the same time he beat Randy Orton, that was the champ at the time. So they were both cooking. I almost expected not much less after the 20 falls. So, man, that was definitely the first big feud of NXT.
Is Enigma actually cooking there? Tyler Breeze should be a former NXT champ.
I'm gonna get the Tyler Breeze. He is an NXT original. We will get to him pretty soon.
Yes, I feel like the timing was just sucked. I feel like that was a problem for Tyler Breeze.
He was such a good character in
hell yeah, NXT.
Yeah, such a good character with the coming out with the selfie stick, and that was, man, what a time.
Doing his own Rizzler face, all the bullshit.
The fashion police.
Yeah,
can't forget him. Breezango, goated. Their best year was 2020 when they won the tag titles, though. That was their best year.
It's still 2017. That little early run they had, the beginning of 2017. Oh my god.
Yo, how are we not forgetting about that gimmick match they had against the Usos? That pay-per-view.
Oh yeah.
People wanted them to win.
They were over. Man, they were just so over. Obviously, gotta talk about this one. This is an NXT classic, man. Neville, Sami Zayn. Gotta talk about it. This is the start of obviously. This is the start of another personal storyline. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. But we do have to talk about Neville and Zayn. Tommy, we'll start with you. What'd you think, man? NXT TakeOver our Evolution, and they had another match, right? I think.
I'm about to say, I've seen so many of them in such a short amount of time. They're all just takeovers right now to me. It's still that one takeover.
That one takeover.
That one takeover was crazy.
But can we just talk about how? So I remember Pac being in WWE. I do remember that. Yes, I saw that. I did see that glass score. I did peep. But yes, I remember him being in WWE because I remember when the cruiserweight was really popping off. I remember he was being one of my favorite cruiserweights. Period. in ring, and I just thought his character of how he just didn't give a shit about anything it just worked for him. He was like a short little bastard, you know. Hence the gimmick.
Origins of the bastard, yeah.
Yeah, literally, like hence the gimmick. But he was, you know what he reminded me of, and I don't know if you guys probably didn't get this, but he reminded me of when Austin Aries was in TNA. Little guy, really good at wrestling, dickhead all the time, but just always found the way to win.
That's a good comparison.
So that when I was watching him, that's exactly what I thought of instantly. And if you're familiar with TNA, then I hope you understand. I hope you get it.
I'm pretty sure they feuded too, or when he was cruiserweights at that time.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
They did. At Mania 33, they had a match.
All right, so they cooked. Sorry, yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of how I feel about I'm gonna still call him Pat. But and then again, like I said, I mean we'll get to after the match, but that's when that's peak. Kevin Owens, that's peak. That's peak. The way and I knew it was happening, and it still got me. Like I knew it was happening, but it still got me.
How could you know something was happening and it still get you, Tommy?
Because that's how good Triple H is, bro. That's just how good he is.
That's how real it is. That's how real it is.
If Triple H was great, he would have had CM Punk, but hey ho. If Triple H was great, he would have beat CM Punk.
Oh my God, Lee, get over it.
Get a grip. He lost. He had his chance and lost. CM Punk did his Hogan thing. Get a grip.
Bro, we're supposed to be talking about NXT's greatest babyface of all time.
Yeah, I know. Oh, the greatest babyface of all time? Johnny Gargano.
It may be. I don't know. I'm getting recency bias, maybe, but he may be. Really, honestly.
Gargano does have a case, honestly. Gargano does.
Really, like honestly. Just the way that Sammy, bro, he was taking pins like out the ass. Sammy was, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Well, at least a few times I seen it. Again, I was watching take.
Tommy, what did you just say about Sami Zayn?
He was taking pins way more than an over babyface should.
In the Road to Redemption, he lost to Titus O'Neil.
Come on, what are we talking about?
Like, are we dead ass? Are we dead ass? Like,
he lost for as over as he was. Sami Zayn lost a little more than he probably, in a normal wrestling.
But I feel like that's what made it work in a sense.
And my point. So that's just how good Triple H was, and that's how good Sami Zayn was at doing that character. Like we have to give him his
adversity equals underdog.
Real adversity, not that Cody bullshit. Real adversity.
That was real adversity. That was real adversity.
Real. Although I will say,
and then even after he won the title. Like his best friend right after? Come on.
I will say the Cody stuff is actually kind of screwed at Mania 39, and then they tried to stack the deck against him at WrestleMania 40.
Okay.
Oh, brother.
And you gotta think he's going up against the legendary bloodline. This is some. I mean, come on, like.
He had help the entire time. I'm not hearing that. Who Sammy's not help with it? Who helped Sammy?
Bro, as soon as Sammy got to the top of the mountain, bro, his best friend.
Was Sammy going against 4 hooligans?
Oh, brother.
What?
These are 4 gangbangers, bro.
What the?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Is the bloodline the greatest gangbangers of all time? Like,
they're the greatest group of hooligans or rabble rousers we've ever seen.
Bro, they're just always ready to scrap, bro. They're just always ready to. They're always ready to have the numbers game. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who's better, the Shield or the Bloodline.
Oh, it's still Shield. It's still because at least the Bloodline only tags usually like main roster or maybe some tag teams.
Yo,
the Shield, Sin Cara will be out. Sierra Hotel, idiot. Like, why the fuck are you attacking Sin Cara? Like,
that's true though.
Like, it didn't matter. Top to bottom of the card, it did not matter, bro. Shield did not give a fuck.
Oh man. Okay. Let's talk about some other NXT originals, man. Oh, actually, obviously, that Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn led to Kevin Owens, leading to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn such a great rivalry, man. That is, if it wasn't for Tommaso and Johnny, I think that would probably have its rightful spot at the top. It's a very legendary rivalry. People are still clamoring for them. People are still saying fight forever. Like even looking back, Battleground 2016, man, that's a classic.
A hoop.
That's a classic. Every time they fight, there's just that chemistry between the two. There's a possibility, really, we see that match again this year at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
If things are pointing in the right direction. By the way, Sami has joined the Bloodline again.
Mm-hmm. And he's gonna get kicked out of the Bloodline.
He's furious.
Has another person that he can be furious at. Sami Zayn. After everything that he had been through with him to get him away from the Bloodline, now he inserts himself back into the Bloodline. So that's just
we're about to get a DIY feud again, and then we're about to get a Sami and KO feud again. Shout out to Triple H.
Yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, Triple H. If it ain't broke,
real.
Can I say something before we move on? Can I say something to T.O. because he's probably gonna watch at some point? KO is innocent, T.O. Have you seen his TikTok?
That's real.
Of course, you got to glaze Cody. Of course, he's glazing Cody, right?
Well, yes. Now he's right, but the shit he pulled on Sami and NXT, I thought was what are we doing? KO?
Yeah, that's not. KO's not innocent for that.
Yeah, he is. He knows what he did.
KO's not innocent for. Now you know what might be the worst one? What he pulled on Chris Jericho. The festival of
friendship. I'm not gonna lie, that may be a top segment of the year, maybe the top segment of that year. That was phenomenal.
What do y'all think is worse? Is that worse than what he did to Sami at R Evolution?
No,
I don't know, because again, Sami was at it wasn't even a night after. It was the same day.
Why is my name?
see, that was fun. Like I'm saying, why Hook 'em Miners that was a cool moment. But we talking about who because Chris Jericho was just the U.S. champion, chilling. They weren't gonna really
feud for the justified.
Bro, the Sami Zayn one is not justified.
It is not at all. That's what I'm saying. That's at least Jericho could be oh, they both done heelish things. So Sami just won the chip. Come on, man. He couldn't get one night out. He couldn't take it home. He couldn't take it home. Put it in the fridge. Come on.
Oh man, let's talk about another NXT original, man. Tyler Breeze, man. This guy had it all, man. And one thing specifically that I do want to talk about is a match that probably should have never happened, but it did happen. Tyler Breeze versus Yushin Thunder Liger. I mean, that is
bro.
In my wildest dreams would I have ever imagined that Yushin Thunder Liger would have ever stepped foot in a WWE ring, and yet he did it at NXT. And man,
and where in the greatest state in the world,
New
York.
I will say this: when he popped up on my screen, I was like, "What the?"
When Sasha and Bayley had the match, right?
Yes,
was that the thing?
They're the best women's match in my opinion of all time.
We'll get to that because I do want to have a section for the women because
don't worry. They deserve it. They absolutely deserve their own section.
Through the years, the women of NXT obviously have done a great job.
Asuka's the GOAT.
We'll talk about GOATs and stuff like that. We'll talk about that. But I mean this is crazy. Tyler Breeze going up against Yushin Thunder Liger, just even the amount of trust that they had in him to go up against Yushin Thunder Liger. I mean, you can tell that he was regarded as probably one of the best workers in NXT. It's a shame that they really never gave him the NXT championship, but I think he was caught in just bad place, bad time kind of thing. There were so many stars. I mean, he was up there with the likes of Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn and Finn Balor and Samoa Joe, and I mean the list goes on, man. These are guys who are just a slight bit above him, and it's no knock to Tyler Breeze, but
just the time. It was just the time for him, like you said.
Yeah,
roster was stacked, bro.
Yeah. And look, that match, I love that match. Liger.
Don't do that, Ant. Don't do that, Ant.
And Tyler Breeze. Oh man, this would have
Dude.
been good.
That would feed families for generations.
If only
That'd be really real.
If only there was a thought process like there was today, 10 years ago, I think this could have happened because there's definitely a lot more like leniency in that aspect, like kind of working with other, as we could see, they're working, kind of with some other companies, Bloodsport being one of them, and there's various others. I mean, they're doing this WWE ID program, so it's definitely they're definitely at least trying.
Yeah.
But this is a classic, man. The fact that this match doesn't even get talked about enough is absolutely insane. But it's also a testament to what NXT had been doing for such a long time. Is that there's so many matches that are forgotten due to the amount of just overhauling of amazing matches week after week after week, and you don't even have to go through pay-per-views. You can just literally watch regular NXT episodes, and you might find maybe at least one match that steals the show.
Every time, every time, and I believe it's crazy because I was gonna say, like, I didn't even know that my boy Liger was on NXT television until, again, I started watching Black and Gold. And as you said, Axel, NXT was so stacked. That's not even like one of the moments that is talked about. And that should just tell you, because, bro, I don't know if you guys know, but I know y'all know. I'm talking about chat, but that's a motherfucking legend. Like, that's a legend. Like that's a legend. So just to, and first of all, again, like you said, shout out to Tyler Breeze for even being able to be in that situation, that match. And again, it was a phenomenal match. He made Liger look like in an age, really, and it's crazy. But no, shout out to Tyler Breeze, and again, I didn't really watch the weekly shows per se. But if Tyler was cooking on week to week basis as well as much as he was on takeovers, then yeah, it probably was just too stacked of a roster for him to get his opportunity, man. But again, since I was watching takeover after takeover and seeing all the main events that I did see, it kind of made sense.
Yo, guys, it's almost like 3 a.m. for here, so I'm probably gonna head off now.
We understand.
We appreciate
I'm trying
you.
to stay awake.
Yeah.
I'll catch you guys later.
All right. Peace, man.
You're probably right, Ant. You're probably right. He's probably the one that doesn't know.
He has absolutely no clue who Jushin Liger is. None.
Let's talk about let's talk about some more, man. Let's talk about some other, NXT originals. Baron Corbin, another NXT
with hair.
Another NXT
with hair
original, man. I mean, that's another guy. Same thing, started in NXT. They even had guys like Tyson Kidd on NXT.
Bro, I forgot how great he was in the ring too.
He's had a lot of great matches in NXT. Obviously, Adrian Neville ladder match. He was a part of the Fatal 4-Way with Tyler Breeze, Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn. I mean, for the NXT Championship. We are going to get into tag teams because that is such a special part about NXT. NXT truly brought back tag team.
Real Lucha Dragons.
I just like Lucha.
We are going to talk about that.
Fair enough.
Let's see. What are some other NXT? Oh, Adam Rose, Rosebuds.
Oh yeah.
No Way Jose.
No Way Jose.
Bo Dallas was low key a dog in NXT.
Bo
Dallas was hooping NXT. I cannot lie.
He was.
I mean, there's so many guys we can keep going. Finn Balor, Hideo Itami. Come on.
When Shinsuke got there, oh man.
Shinsuke. Oh, obviously. Yeah, man. Bo Dallas was a dog, man. Ty Dillinger, Perfect 10.
The Perfect 10, real.
Another, man, he was so over.
Shout out Rude. Shout out Bobby.
Yes.
Bobby Roode.
Bruh. He's just
Bobby Roode, man.
I love seeing Bobby doing great things, man. I love seeing TNA talent go to WWE and do great things. It helps their GOAT case out. Bobby, I'm gonna bring that up next time we're talking about TNA Legends, bro. I got you. You're
also,
legend.
Samoa Joe. Speaking of TNA
Yes,
Legends, Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Samoa
Yes.
Joe's a TNA legend. Let's talk about some matches, man. Let's talk about some matches. You know, I think one that's fitting is Mr. Takeover, Johnny Gargano. Again, his name gets mentioned again. Against. This is my honestly. This is to me. This is my personal favorite match. Oh, we do have Karrion Kross, another NXT guy. Had a great run in NXT, but this is personally my favorite match. It is Andrade Cien Almas versus
Oh my god,
Johnny Gargano, man. NXT Takeover, Philadelphia. It's personally my favorite match. To me, it is up there with some of the greatest professional wrestling matches. Like this match is absolutely ridiculous.
That's fair.
The feud that these two had was insane. It was fire, and the matches they had were even better. Tommy, what's your take, man? What's your take on this?
Zelina Vega should become a manager again. But
whoa, that's low-key. I'll take it. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it though? What her and Andrade was doing in NXT was
they was hooping. No, real. They
was hooping. Perfect. It was perfect. But
she could wrestle too, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, and I don't. When I said that, I don't mean like 100% don't wrestle anymore. I just think.
Like also on the.
Yeah,
like,
she can still
well.
manage at a high.
Oh yeah, I
rate.
agree.
Instead of her just being a Rey Mysterio, sidekick.
Lackey.
Yeah, instead of doing that, I think that would be a lot more meaningful for her. But anyways, as far as the match goes, as far as Andrade and Johnny Gargano, and Axel, you're right on the head when it's like one of the greatest wrestling matches of all time. And I also saw something, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I also saw something after I watched that match. I just, did some research and a quick little Twitter search. Was that Dave's first 5-star for WWE?
Oh,
I think since Punk Cena.
Yeah, I think
so. Holy shit!
I think so. Yeah, that is that's a classic, man. That's a 5-star classic. I couldn't believe it, man. That just rewatching that match. I rewatched it the other day, and I'm still blown away.
Well, I bring that up just to say, like, that was the only 5-star match that Dave saw in that NXT Black and Gold era. That's the only
no, there may have been a couple more, but there was way too less. Yeah, I agree. Like, there was not enough.
There can't be enough because I didn't hear about a lot of them for some weird reason. But no, as far again, actually hit it right on the head. That is one of the greatest matches I've ever seen personally, and I would say that one, and then when Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole had their little thing, I was very intrigued. Very intrigued.
NXT Takeover New York,
bro.
Yeah,
that's another one that I'll throw up there because I just forgot, and I guess it's because Adam Cole's been kind of hurt a lot, and AEW hasn't really showcased them as much as they probably should and could because of injury. But Adam Cole is a certified top in-ring competitors, bro.
About this, what it was saying, man.
This is a time where you could only get a 5-star rating in a Tokyo Dome. Andrade and Johnny did a thing for getting a 5-star out of Dave. So maybe that's what I saw. Because I saw something where it just made it seem like Dave was not fucking with Black and Gold. And I don't know. He
wasn't in the beginning, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he followed it that much, in the 2014. I don't think he started truly following until 2016.
Which is the
early.
Yeah, probably when Shinsuke arrived. That's when he's like, all right, let me check this out.
Yep.
And that makes sense. What Enigma just said, if you weren't in the Tokyo Dome, where did Shinsuke come from?
Exactly. And who from Tokyo Dome knows fire? Shinsuke. Boom.
So that makes perfect sense. Dave, I hate you.
Man,
Dave, you're a moron.
What else? We got to talk about, man. We got to talk about Velveteen Dream and guys like Matt Riddle. I mean, these guys, man.
Matt Riddle?
Oh, Matt Riddle was a
dude. If I was watching Matt Riddle live, bro, he probably would have been one of my favorite wrestlers. Just because I love his style of wrestling, bro. I really do. He made it. He's one of those guys. He's in that. I don't think it's the small list, but he's in that list with kind of like Samoa Joe and like guys that just make it look real all the time, bro.
Yep.
All the time. Like Bobby makes it look like a real MMA fight when you get in the ring with him. I hate to say his name, but even Brock.
Yes. Talking about Finn's NXT. As well, yeah. Because he reinvented himself from this like guy that Vince, was just treated like shit mostly. To once again one of the top main eventers of NXT.
Because didn't Finn he started NXT, then he got brought up, and then he got hurt, and then he get brought back down or something.
No, he was just floating in the mid upper mid card for a while, but yeah.
Okay. Because that's another thing. I love Prince Devitt before that, but
he never did. Yeah, he never did.
He had this intensity about him in NXT. His strikes were more lethal.
He KO'd Cassius Ohno at the name, but Chris Hero, he knocked him out.
Had him physical ass match with Timothy Thatcher, in the fight pit.
Oh, that's another guy that makes everything look painful. Timothy Thatcher. Oh
that's an NXT man.
Another NXT workhorse. I gotta say it, Roddy Strong. Oh my god, that man was hooping. Always hooping.
North American champion Roderick Strong.
I didn't really want to, I was gonna say Undisputed Era because that's
well, no, the group we can talk about the group itself. I'm saying specifically like Roddy Solo, his NXT run is very underrated.
Undisputed Era will probably be the last thing we'll talk about because they're probably the biggest.
Oh, I'm a glaze. Honestly, just letting you know now.
Yeah, we've got matches Walter Pete Dunne on NXT.
Either Bay Pete Dunne, Takeover Chicago.
Yep.
Amazing.
Velveteen Dream, Matt Riddle, for the NXT North American title.
Actually, I think you told me to watch this one, but Aleister Black and Cole.
Yes.
Oh, the Extreme Rules match. Oh, that was a fire match.
Have you seen Aleister Black and Velveteen Dream?
Yes, that's another one. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie because I don't know exactly what he did to get him to where he's at right now. Dream.
Just say.
So I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much.
I
don't want to say too much, but I will say, if I was watching live, I would have probably been behind his gimmick. I thought that was such a unique gimmick.
Yes, you did.
Love for NXT UK. Oh, we get some NXT UK some love. Obviously, Walter, Jordan Devlin, Pete Dunne, Balor's little Ilya, the rise of Ilya.
Yes. Yep. What's another match? Oh man, this match, this is a great match. Aleister Black, Andrade, NXT Takeover New Orleans 2018.
Oh yeah, what a banger!
Such a great match. Let's take it even a couple of years back, man. We got to talk about Austin Aries, man. Austin Aries, Baron Corbin. Austin Aries, man. Austin Aries had a pretty underrated run in NXT.
It was weird. It wasn't bad, but I feel like it could have been more. I feel like it could have been a little more. I'm not gonna lie.
I was watching it with the TNA Austin Aries in kind of my
exactly.
My brain.
So I'm thinking this is about to go crazy.
So I see where you're coming from, Crack, of kind of wanting more because we seen him in TNA. He almost ran the company for a little bit in TNA.
So he was hooping with Sonata. We did ask.
Yeah.
Come on. So I do get what you're saying, Crack.
Obviously we already talked about Shinsuke, man, and Sami Zayn. Such a classic, man.
Oh, that was ever a more beautiful send-off match. I don't know what, that match was amazing.
And then obviously we got to talk about a legendary feud in NXT. And NXT Dallas featured this feud. Finn Balor, Samoa Joe. This feud, from steel cage matches to, these guys just absolutely beat the shit out of each other in every match.
So blood, you really didn't, and Mojo was gushing during that match. You gotta remember that, Dallas, and it was the first couple minutes.
Right, and those two guys, especially Samoa Joe. It doesn't matter who you put Samoa Joe in the ring with. He's gonna bring the most physical side out of whoever the other opponent is every single time. And it helped that it was Finn fucking Balor. Demon Finn Balor. The match. All the matches basically do the storytelling itself. The cage match was fucking
insane. First time Demon Fowler lost.
I was a Prince Devitt fan before I watched Black Gold NXT, and to see that he didn't really slow down when he got to NXT.
This is his initial run. This is his first run in NXT.
Yes, and it did again. No gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes.
Yep. Got to talk about this one because they had a really good rivalry. Aleister Black and Johnny Gargano. Aleister Black, man. This guy
what the fuck, Tony Khan? What the fuck?
I'm not gonna lie, Tony Khan. All we did as I feel like he's not pushing him like only like Malachi in the singles division because of how good his like time in NXT was. Like he's being petty. It has to be. It has to be.
The presentation alone for Aleister Black. I mean, had you believe it,
come on.
This guy, I'm not sure if he would have ever been main event for the main roster.
Definitely could have been upper mid card.
Such a good upper mid carder, man.
Easily.
I mean, multiple time, maybe US champ, multiple time IC champ. That's what I see him as. Maybe challenging for world titles. But maybe never winning the big one. But man, there was something about it. His striking ability. I'm not gonna lie. The Black Mass,
bro. That finisher was protected as a motherfucker.
Sick, gross. Like, oh my god.
What my favorite, I think my favorite time that he has ever connected with that finisher was Elimination Chamber 2019 against AJ Styles.
Really?
Ooh,
really?
Dude, that the way AJ sold that was absolutely ridiculous. The other one I can think of is Johnny Gargano when he hit it 3 times and he lifted him up, with his leg.
Oh yeah, lifting up, forgiving him his sins. Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
Those are 2 of the 2 times that I think man, that was just special, man.
I was gonna give credit to the Andrade one as well when he was like holding Selena and just asked to eat the Black Mass. Damn.
Dude, Aleister Black, he had a presence about him in NXT, and it was very different from everybody else. And guys, it was him and guys like Velveteen Dream. They just had this presence about themselves. They were characters that were so different from everybody else.
Yes,
they had this aura. I hate to use the word aura, but
mystique. They had a mystique about them.
Mystique about them, exactly. That's more of the word that I would say. I saw somebody bring it up earlier. It is War Games season, and I got to talk about the first ever NXT War Games. Pete Dunne, Ricochet, and the War Raiders against Undisputed Era.
I think there was one before. It was the first one I think was Sanity, AOP, and Roddy, and then the Undisputed Era.
Okay.
He's right.
But if you do want to talk about the year after as well, I mean,
so
I'm not gonna lie, that may be my favorite War Games. 2017, yes.
Okay, 2017 was the first one. Okay, you know what? We'll talk about that one. What was it? Sanity.
Sanity versus Roddy and AOP, and then versus Undisputed Era.
Okay.
AOP and Roddy. Yeah, that was weird.
That's another one. I didn't know War Games were like you can do a format like that. That was my first time seeing that too. I didn't know you can. Well, I mean,
they did it once in WCW, but yeah, it was weird. It was like a '98. It didn't really work out.
NXT Takeover War Games 2017. I mean, let's look at some of these matches, man. Aleister Black, Velveteen Dream. Okay, Andrade and Drew McIntyre for the NXT Championship.
And what'd you do? Lose.
Yeah. And we're gonna talk about the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish defeated the Authors of Pain, Akam, Razor, and Roderick Strong, and Sanity. So this was a three-way War Games match. I think it's the only three-way War Games match, if I'm correct, right?
In WWE, yeah, because WCW had one, but in WWE, yeah, I believe that's the only one.
Eric Young.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, true. Yes, and Sanity as well. I can't be able to talk about Sanity. They were cooking it.
We're going to talk about the tag teams because we'll talk about the tag teams.
Oh, the groups. Okay, yeah, groups were
eager. So yes, man, War Games matches in NXT, man, they were special. Women, the men. I mean, what's your favorite? What's your guys' favorite War Games match? To me, I think it's 2018.
2018 was the one with Undisputed Era.
Yes.
Well, I mean, yeah. I'm with the Axel. That's I'm sorry, but that's easy.
I'm going a year later, low key. The 2019 one when Kevin Owens made his little return
That moment was tough.
But then also like Keith Lee, Dijakovic, and Ciampa. Oh my god!
To be honest, you can't go wrong with any of them. Really.
Either of them? Oh, that's real. Honestly, any of them you couldn't go wrong.
You can't.
Even the women's ones, man.
That's one, bro. Was it Dakota Kai that turned in the?
Yeah. Oh
bro.
no, Tegan.
That was he.
But I'm not gonna lie, the low key, we may have seen the first Rhea Hogan moment there because I'm pretty. Was it like 2-on-4 and they won still?
Oh yeah.
Including against the women's champ at that time, Baszler.
Yeah. But I mean, another thing that I don't think we even mentioned, the Io and Rhea just when they were just going at each other. Those two.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's not talked about enough. I thought that was really good.
Probably the weakest one, and and honestly, it's still very good. Is the one with Pat McAfee? I would say I think probably the weakest one, but that one was still.
It was good. It was cool.
I feel like that one was definitely just like a entertainment type of like you know. But shout out Pat was great too during NXT.
Oh no, Pat cooked in his couple matches NXT. Way more than WWE. Way more.
This was the last takeover before the pandemic. A lot of people say this is the last takeover that truly felt like a takeover. Finn Balor defeated Johnny Gargano, NXT TakeOver Portland. This is such a great event.
Let me see.
Keith Lee versus Dominic Dijakovic.
I knew they would cook, and cook they did.
And with the main event being good. Adam Cole versus Tommaso Ciampa. In this card, we also had Dakota Kai versus Tegan Knox in a street fight.
That match was cool, but of course, wow, that was the second time Raquel sort of like popped up for a matchup, and nobody was feeling it. Damn.
Hold on, wait. I don't like how we kind of just breezed past the Keith Lee and Dijak match. I feel like that match was one of the better matches.
Well, because if they would seen them when they were in PWG cooking, like you knew they were like. So I'm saying like we were waiting on it too, and the fact they had this little like trilogy before like this big matchup at Portland, like
gotcha.
Elite.
An underrated match that I would love to talk about is Matt Riddle versus Killian Dane. It was like an episode of NXT, man. They had like I think it was like Street
Fighter and No DQ, one of the two.
Such an insane match. If you haven't seen it,
I'm gonna be honest.
Look it up.
This one, chat. I don't know.
It's on an episode of NXT because you've been watching Takeover, so it's such an underrated match. Another one of this Takeover Portland card, Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair.
Oh my god!
She was a bad guy. She's hilarious.
Oh wow! I can't
believe she was hilarious.
Oh yeah, Bianca's a heel. Amazing.
Bro, she's hilarious. As soon as I noticed that she was like, wait, Bianca's a bad guy, I went straight to Twitter, saw some clips. She's funny. She's a meme. She's funny. Man, you don't even go here. Sorry.
This is crazy.
Chewing that bubblegum mad loud, like annoyingly, like.
NXT TakeOver Chicago 2017. And we saw Roderick Strong versus Eric Young. We saw Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate. We saw Bobby Roode defending his NXT Championship versus Hideo Itami. We saw Asuka defeating Nikki Cross and Ruby Wyatt in a triple threat.
Goat things.
We did see Authors of Pain defeat DIY in an NXT Tag Team Championship ladder match. Such a man. This is just looking at some of these events is like, oh man, it brings
that you don't hear a bad match.
Was this? I could have been going down my rabbit hole when I saw this, but Undisputed Era versus Imperium. When did that happen? When did that take place?
Worlds Collide.
Okay, so I think I just fell in a rabbit hole then, but when I saw that, Gunther smacked the fuck out of
he smacked the dog shit out of Adam Cole that one time. I can't lie. That one episode, oh my god.
Dang.
NXT TakeOver Brooklyn over the years had become one of NXT's premier events. It almost seemed like WrestleMania for NXT almost because of the amount of things that would go on. But the biggest thing that had come out of NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, while we have had a match like Sasha Banks and Bayley, classic. I'm not gonna lie. How could you forget the debut of Adam Cole in the Undisputed Era, NXT Takeover Brooklyn, 2017, man. After Drew McIntyre had just beat Bobby Roode, this is a show that had Asuka defeating Ember Moon. Ember Moon had a dominating
Go things
in NXT. Aleister Black defeating Hideo Itami. Sanity defeating the Authors of Pain. Andrade Cien Almas defeating.
That was a very fun match. I remember. Fun as hell that tag team matchup.
If we are to go into later into the latter part of NXT takeovers, well then we hit NXT Takeover Vengeance Day 2021, where we did see the second run of Finn Balor.
Balor
Defended his NXT championship against Pete Dunne. Oh, I remember this, man. This was fire. I just remember this is the match when Finn stood at the top of the ramp and couldn't even do his
I love that.
Okay.
Oh man, just for the one time they have to.
Just for the one time. I need to go to one. Just bring it back.
Listen to this. In this same event, listen to some of these names. Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez defeated Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart. Dusty Classic Finals.
Shotzi.
Johnny Gargano defeated Kushida for the NXT North American Championship. Listen to this name. MSK defeated Grizzled Young Veterans.
Oh wow, damn.
These three names should bring a little bit of a memory back. Io Shirai, champion, defeated Mercedes Martinez and Toni Storm for the NXT
Women's. Shout out to Mercedes Martinez, man.
True.
Obviously NXT Takeover Brooklyn 4, 2018. How could we forget that, man? Undisputed Era defeated Mustache Mountain, Velveteen Dream.
Oh, what a match!
Oh, that was a fucking banger.
Velveteen Dream defeated EC3. Oh, I love this match. Ricochet and Adam Cole.
Oh, Adam Cole. When Ricochet died.
Yeah. Kairi Sane defeated Shayna Baszler, and obviously
Shayna Baszler.
Tommaso.
Oh man, Vince fucked Shayna Baszler up, bro. But also, by the way,
that's real though.
NXT Takeover Toronto, 2016. Bobby Roode defeated Ty Dillinger. Authors of Pain defeated TM61.
The Dusty Cloud. I do remember TM61. I think it was like Shay. It was basically one of the guys in Retribution, and then I'm trying to remember the other.
I forgot what the other guy was. And then the greatest tag team match in NXT history, DIY, the Revival, 2 out of 3 falls. NXT Tag Team Championship match. This one's another one. Asuka defeated Mickie James for the NXT Championship.
Which was
y'all gonna get tired of me saying. Y'all gonna get tired of me saying this. Goat things.
I forgot Mickie.
I'm like
her little stint there.
Samoa Joe became champion after defeating Shinsuke Nakamura for the NXT Championship.
Was good, Deontay. They were kind of doing a little flip flop, if I remember from that time. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of a flip flop. Because I remember it was like he won it, and then I think when they went to Japan, that's when Shinsuke won it back.
Yes.
And then obviously moved on, but.
Listen to this name. Lars Sullivan defeated Cassius
Oh,
Owens.
brother.
2017.
Not gonna lie, Hunter.
You
should have left that. You should have left Lars in the drafts. You were not cooking with that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Listen to this name. Ember Moon defeated Kairi Sane, Nikki Cross, and Peyton Royce.
The Iconics.
Wait, wasn't that the? That was like
NXT Takeover War Games 2017.
Yeah.
Hey,
Ember Moon. Tony Khan knew what he was doing when he picked you up, and that's why you don't lose because you shouldn't have
real.
NXT.
Hey, whoa. She can lose Oscar.
Okay,
yeah.
Wait. I'm a little Athena biased, but I know what you're about to say. Cool.
I say besides the one, that's fine. I can agree. I can be cool with that.
I understand. I get that.
We go to NXT Chicago 2018. We had Undisputed Era defeating Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. Ricochet defeating Velveteen Dream. Such a fun rivalry. One of the things I can remember is Ricochet obviously doing the front flip over the top of the ropes, and confronting Velveteen Dream at the ramp. That is an all-time moment in NXT. Shayna Baszler defeated Nikki Cross.
I just realized Triple H pretty much made Ricochet a catfish.
This happened?
You really think about it.
Yeah, I thought, man.
Wait, this happened?
Wait.
Aleister Black defeated Lars Sullivan for the NXT Championship.
Yeah, that sadly happened. Like I said, Hunter was not cooking with Lars. Because one thing I remember the match.
Why it was forgotten? Because the match afterwards.
The match afterwards. Yes. Yeah.
Chicago Street Fight.
That's why that match was forgotten.
NXT TakeOver 25.
Most of remember from that is a botch. Yikes.
Man. NXT TakeOver 25. Matt Riddle, Roderick Strong. Street Profits defeated Danny Burch, and Only Lorcan, Forgotten Sons, and Undisputed Era NXT Tag Team.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Hunter. The cracks are starting to show in the later years. I'm not gonna lie.
Velveteen Dream defeated Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze has come back down.
That's cool.
Shayna Baszler defeated Io Shirai for NXT Women's Championship. Adam Cole defeated Johnny Gargano. NXT Championship at TakeOver 25.
It's because he wore the Captain Marvel fit, Johnny. I told you that's why you're gonna lose.
Oh, that's another thing. That's Johnny Gargano probably has the best attire.
Oh my God! How could I forget this NXT name? He is literally a favorite of mine, Damian Priest. Oh,
dude,
man.
He had a very slept on run. I'm not gonna lie, NXT very underrated.
Archer of Infamy run. Oh my gosh, the Archer of Infamy, such an underrated run in NXT, man. Doesn't get talked about enough.
Facts.
Like he was out here beefing with like Cross when he was having his rampage. Like he was feuding with like the top guys in NXT.
Yeah.
I was about to say, didn't he have a match with Cross? Who did he?
I think he did have a match with Cross. I think that was a send off match.
Really liked, and I can't. Was it Cross?
Yeah, stuff with like Balor, Gargano. Like I'm saying, like he was.
I remember.
Priest was hooping even NXT.
Okay. Let's talk about NXT TakeOver 31. Damian Priest defeated Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American Championship. Kushida defeated Velveteen Dream. Santos Escobar defeated Isaiah Swerve Scott for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. For those of you who don't know, that is y'all know who that is.
That's disgusting.
Y'all know who Isaiah Swerve Scott is. Come on now. Y'all know who that is.
Triple H just didn't know what he had at the moment. And I mean, who did though? Who saw Swerve to being that?
If you saw Lucha Underground and him as Killshot.
Okay, fair.
Who?
You're right, because MLW, he was crazy too. You're right.
And MLW as well, yeah.
You're right. And Damien, how he was like battling with two sides. He had like a good side. I'm not
gonna. I mean, I'm telling you, the later years, the cracks were showing. That's all I'm gonna say. The cracks were showing. He was starting to lose a little.
Io Shirai. I mean, at some point you gotta, when you book so consistently for so many years.
No, yeah, of course. Like, you're not gonna, bat 1,000. You're not gonna make every shot. Like,
yeah. At some point, it was bound to happen. Io Shirai defeated Candice LeRae for the NXT Women's Championship, and obviously the main event being Kyle O'Reilly versus Finn Balor for the NXT Championship, with Finn Balor obviously winning. I actually watched the other day, and I love this match. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, NXT Stand and Deliver.
The final takeover.
That's a masterpiece. Chef's kiss.
The build up for that one for me was really cool because I remember when Regal was trying to separate. It got real personal. Obviously, it got personal, and I just like the build up to it. That was good.
And that was night 2 of NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver 2021. With the first night, obviously there were some really good matches. Pete Dunne defeated Kushida. Bronson Reed defeated Cameron Grimes, Dexter Lumis, Isaiah Swerve Scott, LA Knight, and Leon Ruff in a gauntlet eliminator. Walter defeated Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT UK Championship. MSK defeated Grizzled Young Veterans and Legado for the NXT Tag Team Championships. And then Raquel Gonzalez defeated Io Shirai for the NXT Women's Championship. This is finally when she captured gold.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to her, man. I mean, this dude, like, again, we could go on and on and on about all these matches. Let's talk about some tag teams. Obviously, let's start.
Ready, willing, Ed Gable.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to start with.
Chad Gable with hair.
taking with hair. It was so beautiful. I hate you, Vince, for that. I will forever hate you, Vince, for cutting that man's hair. It was beautiful.
American Alpha, such a goated tag team, man.
Boom, Revival. I mean, we already talked about DIY. I mean, Lucha.
Authors of Pain.
Authors of Pain, yeah. During then, they were actually important doing.
Actually, hold on. I have a question because of that. Because you mentioning tag teams. Tommy, how do you feel knowing all these years later? How do you feel about the Ascension in NXT?
So, like I was kind of just saying, that's one of those things where during that time, I guess I don't know how to say this without sounding like a douchebag. Because now who really cares? But
obviously I'm saying what were your thoughts of them maybe at that time?
So at that time, I could see if I was watching live, I would probably be entertained by them because I was watching it NXT now. I'm gonna be honest, there wasn't too many points during this watch along that I was doing that I was like, what are we doing, Triple H? There really wasn't that many points, and the Ascension, including them. But yeah, I mean, I was cool with them. They didn't bother me then. They were straight. They were straight. Are they one of my favorites? No, but I respect them. I do respect them. I do respect them. But then I'm gonna be honest. They don't have any moments where like it really sticks out to me. But again, that's just because I had likes of Adam Cole's and Ben Balor's and other things that took my attention. But again, they didn't bother me by any means. So.
Obviously, we gotta talk about the War Raiders.
Hey, let's be real though. They were fucking cooking as well.
Yeah,
they were insane. A lot better than they are doing right now.
Ricochet and Aleister Black.
Their tag team matchup.
I also feel like Ricochet had the most character that he's ever had in NXT.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Triple H catfished us into thinking Ricochet was actually like this. Like where was that at? Ricochet in WWE. Where was he? Where'd he go?
Gone, vanished. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was 100% like Triple H was literally writing everything Ricochet was gonna say and do.
It had to, or something. It had to have been.
Because it is like night and
day. It didn't translate.
It did not. It does not.
Let's see if y'all remember these two tag teams: Blake and Murphy. And the Vaudevillains.
Oh my god. Manly.
I'm not gonna lie. I skipped a couple of their matches, but I just saw who did they just beat? I just saw them beat someone to retain tag titles just now. I can't even remember. But they were cool. Oh, and Buddy had hair. Everyone had hair. What's going on with that? Where is everyone's hair going?
Buddy always had hair. Did he?
Well, yeah. But yeah, you're right. Yeah. I feel like
are you talking about Wes Blake? Because I think he got the buzz cut.
Oh, okay, maybe.
If I'm not mistaken.
Maybe I am. But yeah, I just feel like everyone had hair in NXT. Now no one has hair.
Honestly, we gotta talk about this tag team because they were very loved at the time. The Broserweights.
The Bros. Oh, brother, Marco. That was one of those like. Cool. I think they were cool. Oh wait. Sorry. You mean? Oh, I thought you meant Zack Ryder and Mojo. I'm bugging. No, you're talking about Riddle and Pete Dunne. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that was fire.
I was about to say I thought about Pete Dunne and Riddle right off the bat, but
yeah.
I heard bro. That's why I was like, oh god, I'm just taken back to like 2015.
But I mean, when you have a serious dynamic with like a kind of like a more laid back, goofy dynamic, it almost never fails on TV. Almost never fails.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it worked. The dynamic worked. And again, those two styles, mixing it up as a tag team, and that also worked.
We've been talking about all these teams. We got to talk about some originals, man. These guys had it all. These guys had the whole package. Even when they went to the main roster, man, they had the crowd at the palm of their hands. Enzo and Big Cass.
Oh, my God.
Shout out
fact to people were making comparisons to the New Age Outlaws in the Attitude Era of like pops.
Really?
That's how like over they were at one point. Like they were like capital O, multiple over, like insane. Like Like John Cena and Battleground 2016 will like tell you, like this man literally said, "Let me take a step back and let them cook." John Cena, like, come on now.
Nah, but when I was a kid watching it live, I saw Enzo on the main roster. I didn't think no one could touch him on the microphone. I did. And I mean, but yes, NXT, the big cast, shout out to him. And Enzo, I mean, some things never change. Even though he's fallen off now, he still talks the exact same way. He still says some of the same catchphrases he said in NXT. But that was peak prime Enzo right there, you know? Prime Enzo. And then when he was, oh man, again, his cruiserweight run with the title. And how you're just basically dog walking the whole division with every time you touch the microphone. Like, no one's gonna beat me for this. You guys all suck. Blah 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 blah. Like that shit that was good. That was good.
Obviously, DIY. How could we forget, man?
I mean, we know. Like
DIY, you know. How could we forget, man? I'm trying to think. Oh my God, let's see if I remember this name. Kota Ibushi and TJ Perkins were a tag team.
Oh, brother.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Yeah, sadly.
Let's also see. Do you remember this one? Heavy Machinery.
I'm not gonna lie. Heavy Machinery was a cool ass tag team. They were fun as fuck. I think it's just because like Otis was still Otis even in NXT. We were slowly starting to see Otis like who he really was. But I liked Heavy Machinery.
Austin Aries and Roger Strong were a tag team as well.
Really? They brought that back?
Wait, who? Roger Strong and who?
Austin Aries.
Really? They brought that back? I forgot they brought that for one time.
And then I just had a tag team in my head. I just fucking forgot it. I'll come back. It'll come back. Fuck.
I feel like now we just got, since we said tags, we got to mention obviously the Revival. Like, come on.
Oh yeah.
Like had a great tag team match with every single tag team at that roster at that time. Like, there was no one touching them.
I also did my research on why did they leave? But I forgot that they got brought up for a brief second, and
that's where the issue starts.
Yeah,
as soon as you figure out, they got brought up at that time, that's the issue. That's where it all went wrong.
I'm looking at this right now, man. The Authors of Pain versus the Revival is DIY NXT TakeOver Orlando. Such a classic, man.
No, like that's one of the tag team matches that I remember, and then during Triple H that was another thing. Not only was the women's division kind of like the pioneer, the tag team wrestling was again Axel was saying it was off the chain. And then again, when you think about today, where's the tag team wrestling at, man?
You know what they are? They're breaking up. They're breaking up. That's what they're doing. They're breaking up. DIY,
crazy, bro. It is crazy.
Such a weird thing, man. Seeing Roderick Strong teaming with the Authors of Pain, man. That's such
that was so weird. He even wore like the vest for War Games. It was so weird.
That was such a weird that was such a weird thing. Honestly.
That's one of those pictures that would be posted and be like, did you guys forgot about this? Like that's one of those.
Did you know?
Yeah.
It's honestly the same thing as like Kurt Angle with the Shield.
No, my favorite one is when you could only go off. You bring your little brother with you. You see Kurt Angle all happy.
Speaking of the Shield, we got to talk about the original of NXT, Mr. First Time NXT, the first ever NXT champion, Seth Rollins. That is a true.
You know what, Thomas? Why don't you start us off on talking about Seth Rollins and his NXT run?
Can we talk about? Let's talk about Jinder Mahal, because didn't he beat him for it?
We are not talking about Jinder. We are not talking about Jinder Mahal.
I mean, Seth, good for him. I'm happy for him. Good job, Seth. First NXT champ. First of all, that belt design that they used to have, I really like that belt.
That's my favorite NXT title design. I'm not gonna lie.
That is a beautiful belt.
I really love it.
The big strap, that is a beautiful.
The big ass X,
Yeah, that's a beautiful belt. But I mean, good for him. I don't have nothing to say about it. I don't have nothing to say about it.
Now look who's hating. His run was fire. Come on now. His magic is Big E, where he lost the title.
Yeah.
With the whole roster to take out the Shield. Come on.
He did put Big E on as that guy.
Like name a group that has to take a whole roster of people to take them out, and it was 2 people.
This was a team that obviously wasn't featured that much in NXT. I think they got featured more as soon as they got to the main roster. The Wyatt family.
Oh yeah, yes. The little time they spent there, they absolutely cooked as well.
They cooked, yes. And obviously they got their shine on the main roster, obviously. So
yeah, and this is me just being greedy, but definitely 100% greedy because they probably didn't need more time in NXT. But it would have been cool to see them more in NXT.
Oh, that meant NXT champions.
Oh my god!
All holding the gold. Oh my god!
All the gold. What if they kept them there long enough to go see Undisputed Era?
Oh
no, it can't be that long. Yeah,
I know it was a little too long, but definitely a dream. Definitely a dream.
But they would have seen American Alpha. They would have seen the Revival.
Mm-hmm.
They would have seen some
Wyatt family, the Revival. Oh my god,
that would have been nasty, bro. Oh,
they would have seen some
in a good way.
teams.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see if y'all remember this team: Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong.
Oh, brother.
That is when Roderick Strong had turned.
Yeah.
Done, unfortunately. Dude, Roderick Strong.
Hey, maybe you guys can help me. But is all these random Roderick Strong things that he was doing in these NXT times, was that like just because did Triple H not know exactly what to do with him right away, or like what was that about?
Pretty much because he fought for the NXT title, I think, on TV, but he never won it. And obviously, since they didn't have like a mid-card title for him yet, he was just I got nothing to do. And same thing with Pete Dunne at that time because I believe he was still a UK champ, or I believe he lost, or we were still fighting for it. So he didn't have a title yet either, and he was sort of like in limbo. So I guess he was just like pair him up for the Dusty Classic.
Oh, but once he put him with the Undisputed Era, he fit like a fucking glove. It was perfect.
Yep. Gotta talk about Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. That was
2 bald boys.
Yep. Talk about that, man. There's been so many Mustache Mountain. Oh man,
Mustache Mountain.
Bro, where is Tyler Bates?
He's still injured, sadly. I know he's a hooper. He's still
injured, unfortunately.
That shit. He needs to come back. He is a hooper.
He definitely is. Obviously, we've talked about the War Raiders.
I also didn't realize how young he was. Tyler Bates young.
He was doing this like our age. Like he was doing this. Like it's insane.
Man, Aleister Black and Ricochet. That's such a crazy tag team. That's such a crazy tag team, honestly.
Like on paper shouldn't work, but like it just did. It just did.
Triple H. Another thing I noticed about Triple H's booking at NXT, he was legit trying almost everything, and a lot of it worked. Like, for example, Ricochet and Aleister Black in tag team. For what?
Literally for what? Real.
Just because these are 2 great guys. Like
literally, Street Profits.
Great run.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that's another one.
Another super over in NXT.
I hate to talk about this certain team, and it's only because there's one guy on there who's truly a piece of shit, but the Forgotten Sons. I'm not gonna lie. I hate just talking about them, honestly.
You can say they were ass. They were ass. How boo ass.
I hate, man. We've gotten, man. Look at that. Street Profits versus Undisputed Era, NXT Takeover Toronto 2. Man, we've gotten some crazy tag teams over the years.
Y'all was spoiled. Y'all was spoiled back then. Y'all was spoiled.
Real.
Man, Broserweights.
Why do you think we survived the PG era for the most part?
That makes perfect, because like I said, during that time, I just took a break from wrestling as a whole. But I didn't realize you guys was eating at NXT.
We was eating them gourmet meals. Listen, while we got catering, that nasty slop, that war food,
we got Gourmet on the low with NXT.
Yeah, I didn't see, and y'all kept it on the low because I ain't know. I did not know. I mean,
listen, they barely promoted it like on the network. So if they were gonna promote it, why would we?
True. I'm really upset that I'm seeing it all now because again, I feel like during that time I would be talking about Adam Cole completely differently. I would be talking about Finn Balor completely differently. I would be Aleister Black completely differently. Like there's a lot of guys that I would be talking about a lot differently because the run they had at NXT, it was some of them it was some of their best. Some of them it would be an addition to what they've already done. And that's important,
This is so crazy. Listen to this pre-show match on NXT TakeOver 30. Breezango versus Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan versus Legado del Fantasma in the triple threat tag team match to become the number one contender for NXT Championship, tag team championships.
Crazy.
That being the pre-show is absolutely wildly insane.
But look at Hunter booking tag team wrestling.
Hold on.
That is. What some other teams we've done, man, over the years, man. Let's see. Oh man, do you guys remember this name, Leon Ruff?
Oh yeah. yes.
The young cinema goat, 15 minutes of fame.
You gotta also talk about, man, to the moon, Cameron Grimes, man. Cameron Grimes. Dexter Loomis was also part of NXT Black and Gold as well. Yeah, man, there's a lot here, man.
There's a lot.
MSK as well, Grizzled Young Veterans. That's more tag teams right there.
Before they made them what were they before they after they released the Schisms or some shit?
Yeah, the Schism.
Yeah, Schism.
I don't know why they even switched that. They should have just kept them how they were. If you kept them for that long, you should have just kept them how they were because they were cooking. Why'd you switch them to the Schisms or whatever?
You know who.
Obviously, we got to get into the last category. The women.
Gold.
This is a very sacred portion of NXT. We got to start with like some of the pioneers, man. The first ever NXT Women's Champion. Paige.
Oh, shout her out.
We got to talk about Charlotte. Also, she is a pioneer. Bayley, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch. The list goes on about these women that kind of started this NXT or just this women's evolution. Man, this is Emma was also a part of that as well.
Yeah,
you can't forget about her. You can't talk about her without talking about the women's evolution.
Oh, Deanna was there.
She was there for a little bit.
She was there, which made me laugh a little bit.
Natalia,
kind of like both iterations as well, yeah.
Natalia was also in NXT as well, trying to help build the next, the next evolution of women. So, good job to Natalia for doing that. Charlotte and Bayley didn't have the greatest rivalry in NXT, but it was okay, and obviously
it did what it needed to do, especially for like the build for Bayley to finally get that title shot.
Charlotte, Sasha.
I was about to say, you gotta say, I mean, Sasha and Bayley. I mean, that's self-explanatory.
Yeah, that one is pretty self-explanatory, honestly. That one.
And before I watched that match, do y'all know what my favorite women's match of all time was?
What?
Oh, well, crap! What you gonna guess?
I mean, I'm about to, okay. If anything, I'll go. So he was saying, like, in general, like, all time favorite women's match?
Before I saw Sasha and what Bayley did.
Okay, not Sasha Bayley, maybe Bianca Sasha?
Close. Maybe. Really close, actually. But it was actually Charlotte and Rhea. I was really high on that match, but then when I actually watched Sasha and Bayley from start to finish, I'm like, I understand why people say this was.
Rod was here as proof. I try to make that match top 10 on the list. That's how
when you
much
watch that match, you have to think about the time period and everything, because that adds to it. Because who else was giving women that much time, acting like they were, just another man wrestler at that time? Because again, that was what, 10 years? Has it been 10 years yet? 9,
almost
8
10,
years?
almost
10.
So
that was a whole different landscape for women's wrestling. So you got to keep that in mind, and that's why that one should be and should stay at one of the top highest, highest regards. But because they were the only ones doing it at that time, if I can remember correctly. TNA was definitely not really doing it at that time. So
let's talk about this match right here. It happened on the 4th ever NXT Takeover. This is a match that we'll probably never see. It's honestly a match. These 4 women have absolutely been trailblazers for this women's evolution, and this is a match right here that if we saw this today, this would probably be the most important match in all of women's history. Charlotte versus Sasha Banks versus Bayley versus Becky Lynch. In the Fatal 4-Way for the NXT Women's Championship. The fact that we've never seen a Fatal 4-Way between all 4 of these women on the main roster is absolutely mind-blowing. We'll probably never see. I don't know if Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné is ever going to return back to the WWE. The other 3 women are obviously still in WWE. But it's just such a shame, and I think that Fatal 4-Way needs to happen just because of how much importance it holds in this new generation of women.
Nah, you're right. I
absolutely agree.
I think, yeah, it's tough. I don't. It's hard to see Sasha coming back, especially if Tony Khan's letting her book her run,
and paying her like probably like 6 figures, maybe 7. Like,
yeah, it's hard to
she's
see that.
good. She's not going nowhere.
Yeah, it's hard to see that right now, but absolutely, you are right. It's a shame that we don't get to see that.
Yeah, it should have happened at some point.
It's a shame.
It's one of those things. It's like I think it has to happen just for women's wrestling in general, because these are 4 women.
I just realized the worst part. They almost teased it, I believe, in 2019.
They did.
When Bayley and Sasha both were now heel, and Becky and Charlotte were teaming up. Like, they really could have just done one 4-way right there.
That was perfect, yeah.
Oh, my God. But
another thing that I do want to mention, because you got to remember, they weren't nothing how they are now. They've learned and grown so much. Yeah. Imagine a 4-way now,
And there's so much history there. I mean, they all claim to be
real life beef on TV beef. That's real history there.
They all claim to be the best women of all time. And I think these 4 women all have a case for it. They're all well within the top 10, obviously, and I think 3 of them are probably within the top 5. Bayley, I'm not sure if she's there yet.
Yeah,
she's top 10. But there's 3 of them that 2 of them that are for sure in the top 5, and I think 1 that's maybe hovering. Maybe her Sasha Banks' run in WWE is unparalleled. I mean, you can talk about what she's done in AEW, but man, her the way they booked her in WWE was, she was a star. So she has a case for potentially almost being top 5. But I think there's 2 women in Charlotte and Becky Lynch that are, 2 of the 2 best women that have ever graced the WWE.
I just thought of this question. It's a little off topic, but it's kind of sort of on topic. It's about Sasha, but I remember how Kraken. Also, you both were kind of agreeing that Triple H kind of played us about Ricochet. What if WWE played us about Sasha? Because AEW is not looking too hot for her.
While I would kind of agree at one point,
I could be.
I mean,
it's a little harsh because
I'm saying, yeah, like it's like I'm saying there's like I see where you say like the tendencies. There is some tendencies, like definitely maybe like you said, like promo work. Like I know like from WWE to AEW, like they sort of critiqued her on that more.
Yeah.
But in terms of like overall, I mean, she's still pretty much the same. Like how do you say? Like I said, she just had a banger with Chris. She had a banger with Willow for her first matchup.
She did.
So like it's just sort of like I guess WWE were better at hiding her weaknesses. I guess if that makes sense.
You know what the thing is? And I like what you said there, Crack, because WWE was booking her. She's booking herself now.
Exactly.
And not everybody can book themselves. This is why WWE is very selective with who they let kind of be
the creative control, that
little free range. That's why WWE is very selective. That's why there's very few people because look, it's not to throw shade on anybody, but if the WWE, this is a company that's been doing it for decades. If they have the trust in you that you can go out there and have this free range, and you're an elite level talent. Not saying that Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné isn't, but clearly there's some.
They just may not be her strength.
Everyone can book I feel like their reasons are looking more justified. That's basically.
There's a reason that people, they were like when they saw her in AEW, they're like, wait, this isn't the same person that we've known, and obviously people have known that she's not the greatest on the mic, but her heel work in the WWE was god,
really good, really really good.
Like she was Bianca before Bianca had ever become a thing.
True.
Like the swagger that she had, boss time, and the things on her.
The blings.
Yeah, I mean she was Bianca before Bianca came around with the swagger and all of that. So she is she right now we're seeing kind of like a lot of her flaws, and that's due to her booking. And that's just something Tony Khan just throws out there, man. I mean, he kind of throws caution to the wind.
He's just like he's not gonna say nothing.
Keeps them happy.
Exactly.
Everything, And
whatever keeps them happy, real.
A little more cautious with that. And they're able to hide a lot of people's defects and kind of like low light and their low lights. He's able to kind of make them even like basically not appearable on TV. You can't really tell there's certain people that you can tell what their issues are, but they're not glaring either, unless you're Ricochet.
That's true. Yeah, that's real.
That's true. Unless you're Ricochet.
Then it's obvious and it's well established.
Bro, I really gotta watch that Takeshita and Ricochet match. There's just no way it was.
Oh man,
it broke my heart. I'm not gonna lie, it broke my heart because I really thought like this is gonna be a banger, like a calm matchup. Like Kateska's gonna get his brain rolling. Ricochet, gonna get a match under his belt.
I'm about to say Ricochet. Ricochet, you listen real good. You went to AEW, literally to kind of like what we were just saying, to hide your charisma flaw. But if you get it in ring and you don't put on a 4.5 or higher, I'm gonna be a little upset because you got to do one or the other. You can't be. You got to do one or the other, man. You got to do one or the other. So I gotta watch out the Kessler match because I gotta see this. I gotta see it.
NXT Takeover London. Asuka defeated Emma.
Gold started the gold rise.
This is her first
I'm not hearing anything
NXT Takeover. There was also a match between Bayley defeating Nia Jax for the NXT Women's Championship. What was I at?
Nia Jax has also lost some weight since then too. She looks a lot better now. A lot better.
NXT Takeover Dallas, which is the following one. Asuka had defeated Bayley to win the NXT Women's Championship. To
she went to sleep. She went to sleep.
She started her run right there, her reign of dominance. Let me see. Hold on.
Oh, and seeing Asuka and how crazy she was in NXT, I completely understand why everyone hated Charlotte when Charlotte did what she did.
Yeah.
I mean, why can't I hear this more of you? I'm be hearing stuff you talk about like Punk, Fragile Phil. Where's this Thomas? I want to see more of this Thomas here because you're absolutely cooking. That single-handedly, and Charlotte did it twice too. That's why I can never forgive you, Charlotte. You know what you did twice.
Yeah.
You didn't need to win that in 2019. Just so Peggy can hold the 2 belts. Just so Donald Blaze can look at that and be like, oh yeah, that's my GOAT.
Was that the time we started this? Oh, is that the time I guess Charlotte started to every time I'm in the picture, it's a title picture.
Yes, around that time, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
So that's where, okay. I didn't know where it started.
Yeah.
That's where it started.
Asuka defeated Nia Jax.
Banger.
Asuka defeated Bailey again.
Banger.
In the back to Brooklyn in 2016. NXT Takeover Toronto, man.
Mickey James, banger.
Mickey
Like
James. NXT Takeover Chicago. Wait, my bad. Wow. NXT Takeover San Antonio, my bad. NXT Takeover San Antonio. Asuka defeated Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, and Nikki Cross in a fatal 4-way to retain the NXT Women's Championship. This was okay. This match was actually.
It was still cool. It was a fatal 4-way. I liked it.
NXT Takeover Orlando. Asuka defeated Ember Moon. Ember Moon was so good in NXT, man.
Bro,
she was insane in NXT.
And I'm happy I got to watch her because I really don't get to see Ring of Honor. So I'm just happy I got to see her.
NXT Takeover Chicago. Asuka defeated Ruby Riott and Nikki Cross. Man, Ruby Riott, what a throwback.
Dude.
What a throwback. NXT Brooklyn 3. Asuka defeated Ember Moon again. By submission. Bro, Ember Moon's entrance in NXT was so sick.
Bro,
and her theme song too. But bring Safe Falls back. Bring Safe Falls back right now.
Yeah.
I need them back. They were cooking for damn near all the NXT guys' themes.
I was who did the NXT themes? Because they did have a lot. Of okay, they had a lot of good themes.
They did.
A lot of.
We gotta talk about the comments. Nigel McGuinness, Mauro Ranallo,
Oh my god, Mauro Ranallo. Oh my god, bro.
Oh, at the beginning, they had what's his face, Tom from TNA. Tom
Phillips.
I think that's his name. Yeah,
that him. Yeah, I remember they had like.
I know that voice. What the?
Shout out NXT Corey Graves. NXT Corey Graves was a menace to society.
Yes, he was. Yes.
He absolutely did not care about anyone. Like,
I will say, I feel like he has his moments. Still, they're not as crazy as they were in NXT though. But
he definitely calmed down because he has to be in a more like lead announcer role in a sense. Exactly. Like that's why he stopped all the comedic stuff.
Exactly, but he was good. I'm glad they.
Absolutely.
Glad they kept him. I feel like WWE has let go of a lot of decent commentators over the years, but I'm glad.
Percy not being one of them. I'm sorry to say it. Percy was not one of them.
No.
Okay. I had to say it.
Okay. No, I'm not mad at that.
The first ever NXT Takeover War Games, we saw Ember Moon defeating Kairi Sane, Peyton Royce, and Nikki Cross in a fatal 4-way.
To me at least.
Because this was when at this point Ember Moon, so she won the title, obviously because Asuka vacated the title.
You know, the GOAT decided no one can beat me, so it's just I guess I'll just drop the belt.
That is super tough, and I don't wish we've seen it more because that shouldn't happen all the time in wrestling, but. There's a couple times where I think we should have seen it also.
That was it. Because think about it. Look at the name she's beating. Like, that's pretty much everyone on the roster at that time.
Yeah, she cleared the roster. She literally cleared the roster. Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
She cleared Bailey like 3 times.
When I catch you, Vince! For me,
Ember Moon Ember Moon defeated Shayna Baszler, NXT TakeOver Philadelphia.
Ember Moon like an arm bar for like the longest time.
She's a workhorse.
Oh, Ember Moon? Oh, of course.
Yeah, workhorse.
TakeOver New Orleans. Shayna Baszler defeated Ember Moon. That was crazy. Wow. Yeah, Shayna Baszler also super dominant in NXT, man.
She was a monster in NXT.
Vince, didn't he fuck that one up too? Didn't he?
He definitely did.
Didn't she have like one like great night on the main roster, and then after that was like.
I think you could say the chamber. Yeah, I think you could say the chamber match was her shining moment on the main roster.
That was it, and that was it. After that,
the Rumble was also she dominated that year.
Okay.
But I don't think she won. I think Charlotte won that year, so that was like the problem.
She was a part of the final.
Oh, the 2. Yeah, I think she was probably part of 2 or something like that.
So look, that was a shining moment.
But yeah, figure who won that Rumble? Oh wait, yeah, I believe Charlotte won that Rumble.
Charlotte won. Yeah.
Shocker.
But hey, they repaid her. They made her look strong, and then they repaid it back to her.
Yeah, sure. That at the chamber.
I can't get mad at that because a couple weeks later they made her look dominant again. and she won the chamber. She took out all 5 women. I'm pretty sure.
I believe, yeah, even my Oscar too, which is insane.
I don't know how many women
she
elimination
made
chamber
Oscar
matches there's been, but
bitch.
she has the record for elimination. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, dude, she made Oscar look like a bitch.
It was heartbreaking to see, but like, Dave, I can't even die.
But,
like,
at the time,
that's what happened.
Shayna
Like, shit.
She
was just cooking.
At the time, Shayna was just. She was different, man.
I'm not gonna lie though, she had the exact same attire as Triple H. With the NXT and the jacket. Maybe I'm just looking too far into it, but it was very special.
I was gonna say, yeah, because she worn that like black jacket for a while. If anything, Liv Morgan, when she had a couple weeks ago, that Triple H ass jacket, get out of here with that.
That was also a Triple H ass jacket.
Took it from his closet. Like, what?
Going over to the men's, you know what name I forgot to talk about? A lot. Keith Lee, man.
Oh,
such a special talent in NXT.
And I hate that he can't get healthy for AEW, bro.
Double champ.
Double fucking champ, bro.
Yeah, he beat my boy Adam.
Double champ. Another name that he's an NXT original. He's not seen on screen now for AEW is Rusev, man. NXT original.
He was an NXT original. I would say his run was like, because compared to like what they did from the WWE in the beginning, like it's sort of like night and day.
Remember Alexander Rusev?
No Lana too. Yeah, that's even more insane.
Alexander Rusev. Machka. Dude, man, he had such a great run. Rusev
Day. Damn. Oh, once again, Vince. Once again, when I catch you for Rusev Day, you son of a bitch.
I'm not gonna lie. He was more over than Jeff Hardy in 08.
I may have to go to hot take. May have to see that hot takes. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wait.
I am not gonna lie to you.
Wait. I think we should slow down. I don't know if
that's what I'm saying.
Really
like, Axel, you may gotta chill.
Really over.
Like it's one thing if I said the Yes Movement was bigger peak, because that's true, but Keith Lee.
I'm gonna say a hot take. Rusev Day was more over Jeff Hardy.
That is that's a hot take. I am not gonna lie.
No, I'm not going for it. I'm sorry. I'm not going for it.
Respect Jeffrey Nero Hardy, please. I'm gonna need you to do that. Listen, Rusev Day was fun, but come on. This is crazy. This is wild.
Hey, come on, man. Rusev Day was like that.
Yeah, it was, but
it was
Hardy in 08. Like, come on.
Rusev Day. Come on now. Remember Royal Rumble in Philadelphia?
Okay, his Rumble was his peak. So think about that. Mania, he lost the U.S. title 4-way. He lost to AJ. Like at least they believed in Hardy somewhat. They didn't even believe in Rusev even when he had Rusev Day.
Dude, could you have, bro? Nah, and they booed, bro. They literally booed when he got eliminated in that Rumble match.
Big bad heel getting like the big baby. Oh my god! Literally, probably the loudest cheer that whole night.
Corbin that eliminated him too.
It probably was because he ruins everything at that time. He ruined everything at that time. He probably did.
Okay. NXT Takeover Chicago, man. Shayna Baszler defeated Nikki Cross. Let's see some other ones, man.
The rise of Nikki. Shout out Nikki Cross.
Yeah, the rise of Nikki. She was unhinged.
Yeah, I was about to say she was crazy as fuck.
Yeah, Shayna Baszler, Kairi Sane.
I felt like she was like.
Kairi Sane was really the NXT champion, NXT Women's Champion.
Hell yeah!
That makes especially during that time. That makes sense because during that time she was like on top of the world and Stardom.
Yeah, she was
on top of the fucking world.
Again, they had another match at NXT Takeover War Games in 2018, where Shayna Baszler did defeat Kairi Sane in a 2 out of 3 falls match. We're kind of trading it here and there.
Triple H also used the 2 out of 3 falls match. He used it kind of not often, but like in that stretch of time, it may have been often, but it always made sense when he used it.
Yeah, and it was always bangers because I remember Samoa Joe, Sammy one. They did 2 out of 3 falls. Obviously Revival, American Alpha, I believe, had a 2 or 3 falls.
But it's always good.
It's always good. Shayna Baszler defeated Bianca Belair by submission to retain the NXT Women's Championship. This was the start of the rise for Bianca Belair.
And her incorrectly saying she was undefeated. Yeah, I remember those days.
NXT TakeOver New York. Shayna, oh man, listen to this match. Listen to this. Shayna Baszler defeated Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Kairi Sane in a fatal match to retain the NXT Women's Championship. What a stacked list of women right there,
bro. And then I think of when I also was thinking about this. Imagine if we were doing the rest of the year tournament during NXT. NXT would be they'd be
wiping the floor. They would low-key be wiping the floor. I'm not gonna lie,
bro. The whole bracket.
They would wipe, man. Shayna Baszler versus Io Shirai. Shayna Baszler defeated Io Shirai at NXT TakeOver 25. NXT TakeOver Toronto 2. Io Shirai defeated Candice LeRae. Shayna Baszler defeated Mia Yim for the NXT Women's Championship. NXT War Games 3. Let's see. We had actually just the women's War Games match between Team Ripley, Rhea Ripley, Candice LeRae, Tegan Nox, and Dakota Kai. This is when Dakota Kai turned on Tegan Nox. Going up against Team Baszler, Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Kaylee Ray.
Who actually did she just get WWE ID'd?
Who? No, this is the different Kaylee.
My fault.
This is
that's
Alba
the UK.
Fire.
Yeah. My fault.
But yes, I know Kylie Ray is who you're talking about.
Yes.
Kylie Ray.
Yes.
That's who you're talking about.
My apologies, chat. My apologies.
Dakota Kai versus Tegan Nox at NXT TakeOver Portland. We also got Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair for the NXT Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley defeated Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair was already
before you move on, do you remember that match? Like, if I asked you how you felt about it, could you give me a?
I don't remember. I don't remember it like off the top of my head. I would have to rewatch it honestly.
Because all I'm gonna say is what we're finna get whenever they go at it on the main roster is gonna blow that out the water by like tenfold.
It wasn't that good.
I mean, it was. It's just. I mean, we know how much those two have grown. I don't want to say that match is bad or anything, but we know how much those have grown since then. So that
match has to happen.
Yeah,
that's another match that's going to be important for the women's division. That's the biggest match that they could potentially do right now, honestly.
Yes. So whenever they decide to revisit that, I'm already knowing that may be another women's 5-star right there. And
yes, that most definitely. Yeah. Most definitely will be. But that, yeah. Okay, then NXT TakeOver in your house. We had. Oh, I love this match. This is so good. Charlotte Flair. Io Shirai defeated Charlotte Flair, who was the champion at the time, and Rhea Ripley in a triple threat match for the NXT
Charlotte Flair NXT champ.
Bro, this is. Didn't Io Shirai dive off the top of the set in this match?
I think so.
She's always jumping
on top of the little house.
Yes.
Almost every takeover she jumps.
This is such a good match. There was another women's match on this card. Mia Yim, Tegan Nox, and Shotzi Blackheart defeating Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez in a 6-woman tag team match.
Why did Shotzi fall off so hard? That's another question. What the fuck happened?
She had such a really good character in NXT, and it was very different from everybody else, honestly.
Yeah, I wonder why Triple H or maybe even Vince. I just don't know why.
I think it was just bad luck. I just remember seeing like her getting like roasted for like basically like a couple like botches, but like other than that, there's not really much anything like bad with Shotzi. I guess it was just like bad timing or like.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. NXT TakeOver 30. Io Shirai defeated Dakota Kai to retain the NXT Women's Championship. This is when Raquel Gonzalez was paired up with Dakota Kai.
I remember that feud.
NXT TakeOver 31. Here we go. Io Shirai defeating Candice LeRae to retain the NXT Women's Champion.
Mm-hmm.
And then NXT TakeOver War Games 4. we only had the women's War Games match, the women's match. Team Candice O'Reilly, Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, and Toni Storm defeating Team Shotzi Blackheart, Ember Moon, Rhea Ripley.
Team Shotzi, no wonder they lost. Team Shotzi.
Damn, dude, look at this. Undisputed Era, right? Defeating Pat McAfee, Pete Dunne, Daily Birch, and Only Lurkin.
Undisputed Era might be my favorite faction of all time behind Bullet Club. No.
And then NXT TakeOver Independence Day, we had Io Shirai versus Toni Storm versus Mercedes Martinez. Oh, okay.
Io's reign was hooping.
We've kind of covered a lot of NXT. Now we got to talk about potentially the greatest thing that has ever happened to NXT, and that was the Undisputed Era.
Woo!
If there was ever any group of guys or just like anybody, if you think of what defined NXT,
Adam Cole is Black and Gold.
Undisputed Era, and not just Adam Cole. Undisputed Era is Black and Gold.
Yes.
Undisputed Era is NXT. Like,
yes,
those guys, those four guys. If there was NXT Hall of Fame, their first ballot, top of the list.
I'm not gonna lie.
Over any and everybody.
Cole and Shawn may get a case for solo and like as a group, as well as Fish and O'Reilly as a team.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, this is they completely took over. I mean, this is almost like the Shield. Actually, I'll even compare it. It's like almost like the Bloodline. Like, they were so legendary to NXT. Like, they're almost like what the Bloodline is to the WWE now. But just like in NXT terms, that's what they were. The storylines were there, the dominance. I mean, this is 4 years of pure NXT, like, Undisputed Era, whether they were together, broken up, was taking over NXT for 4 years.
Yep.
They took over for almost even 5 years. They took over NXT. They were NXT through and through. They bled Black and Gold. I mean, if there was, like I said, if there was ever an NXT Hall of Fame, they're at the top of the list. No questions asked. I'll put them over anybody, male or female.
I'm with you.
They are through and through the golden boys of NXT, the golden guys of NXT.
100% agree. 100% agree. And I keep emphasizing this more and more and more throughout this stream. That NXT period that I missed is very important to where these guys will end up when it's all said and done. Because when you talk about Adam Cole, when you talk about Kyle O'Reilly, when you talk about Roger Strong, shoot, if for some odd reason you even talk about Bobby Fish, you can't.
Where's the line?
you can't not bring up their NXT run. That plays such a huge part just because of how good that run was. Bruh, you can literally stack up that run against almost any other run, probably honestly except a run like the Bloodline or like maybe even the Shield, depending on who you are. But honestly,
I think they're over the Shield.
You think you're cool? I was over there trying to be safe, but I agree with you. That may be the only faction
their dominance as a faction.
Right? Yeah. You probably that's what I'm saying. You probably can't really line it up against anything other than the Bloodline.
I mean, maybe you could say maybe it's evolution. Their evolution started what Undisputed Era did in terms of like impact, like surrounding the storyline, surrounding the show. You know, being a big part of it, holding a bunch of the gold.
They were faction, like they were having faction warfare matches.
That is true. That is true.
I'm not sure. Like we've ever had a faction that has had as many faction type of matches as they have had.
And it was I don't know.
Lost like any.
It was almost yearly
any
at the point
pro wrestling faction, not just WWE. I'm not sure there's a faction out there that has had as many faction matches as Undisputed Era. And they would pair random people up to face them.
Yeah. Whole bunch of tag teams trying to take their titles, whether it be singles or like tag teams. Obviously, the match with Imperium and Worlds Collide, like one of the craziest 8-mans, you know.
This is why I truly think like they're up there because as a faction, that is it doesn't get more faction than that. Like they were faction through and through. Like the way Triple H booked them, and this is a testament to Triple H, is Triple H would have single stars going after them, not just tag teams. He would put together single star like elite level teams, like Johnny Gargano, like Tommaso Ciampa, any of the biggest stars you could ever think of in NXT have gone against Undisputed Era, and they all tried, and they've all failed several times. Like that is, there's never been a faction. Like I said, there's never been a faction in I think all of pro wrestling, even outside of WWE, that has had as many faction matches as they have had.
I would have to do some research, but I'm gonna be honest. Actually, no, I don't. I think you're right.
He is actually probably right. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't even think the Bullet Club in all of their iterations.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. New Japan doesn't even really. It's never been like Bullet Club versus like another faction because they don't really book like that. But if the one time they did a cage match for United Empire and I think Bullet Club went over, but that was only because Osprey was leaving.
Aren't they doing like LIJ now? Right?
Yeah, like that's a big one. TMDK is a big one, but even those factions, they're not nothing like Undisputed Era.
Like, Undisputed Era was getting like the biggest single stars getting put in tag teams just to even try to take them down.
There really isn't any faction that I can think of right off the top of my head that comes.
You can say the same thing for like Evolution and like the Shield and stuff like that and Bloodline, but though like they've gone their separate ways so many times. Like they've separated in tag teams. Like Undisputed Era has stuck through together.
And that's the only reason why I'm not even bringing Bullet Club up because they get a new leader almost yearly, damn near.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't even. I wouldn't even throw them in there because it's not even. I don't want to. I mean, it's not consistent because again, you're getting a new leader almost every fucking year. But like you were saying, the same 4 or 5 guys.
I mean, how many times do you really
dominating?
How many times do you really see Roman Reigns teaming with the Usos? How many times do you see Roman Reigns teaming with Dean Ambrose and I mean you did see it a lot with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, but not to the amount of times that Adam Cole was teaming with Roderick Strong and all these other and Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly as like a 4-man squad. Like it's never been done, and the fact that they were able to do that as much as they were. It's a testament to the obviously it's a testament to the booking, but it's a testament to those guys and how dominant they truly were. I think you take them out of NXT, I'm not sure. Like there's so many moments there that you just don't get. I think they're the most important figure to NXT that NXT has ever seen.
Yes.
Without them, NXT is very different.
And it sucks that we're all of them, they're in AEW, and it's like it's completely different, man. It's not the same.
I was saying this earlier, NXT had a lot of things that I just don't think we're gonna ever see again. I don't think we're ever gonna I just don't think we're gonna see a lot of that again. Like I don't think that's gonna be a hard peak to ever resemble. I just don't see it happening. I especially don't see it happening on AEW. So
how different do you think things would be if all those guys are still in WWE?
It would be incredibly different. I mean, it would really be different if they were all still there. Could you imagine?
You think Adam Cole would have been the top guy? Era?
Huh?
That's what I was just thinking. Do you think Adam Cole would have been the top guy?
It would have been him and Roman. They wouldn't. To be honest. Now, granted, because depending on how far back you want to go, if this is before Cody has, came back to WWE, then yeah, I do. It would have been Cole and Reigns if Vince didn't exist, because Vince trying to shave his head or some shit. So
with Triple H in control, let me remind you, this is the same guy that on his first night on the main roster, Adam Cole, defeated Daniel. Bryan.
He fucking did.
Insane.
If Triple H
My
was
half
putting
goat.
Adam Cole in WWE in the main roster, that man.
He said he saw him as a young Shawn Michaels. Like, you know how much praise you have
That's
to
what I'm
get?
saying. Adam would have easily been Triple H's top
time-
guy with Roman. Easily.
Multiple time world champion. Easily. Man, I think he would have been right there with like Cody and Roman.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I think he's one of those guys that you could have probably you put him in right now and he's like the guy to beat Gunther.
I could on crack. I know you probably wouldn't like that, but
I mean, it would be tough pill to swallow. But I think if anyone like at that time, like if you said like 2019 Cole going up against Gunther right now, like I could see Cole winning that. I'm not gonna lie, after a crazy matchup.
I just again, this could be recency bias, but I really do think Undisputed Era is maybe in the top 3 factors of all time. And honestly, I'm really trying to say top 3, but for some reason in my heart, I want to say top 2. But that's just
Hey, I mean, I got their top 5 lock. So anyway,
top 5 lock for sure, bro.
But they're special, man. They're running NXT. It's we'll never see anything like it again.
And then it's like, why Vince? You wanted to cut his hair? What the fuck?
Yup, make him a manager. Make him a manager.
What he was doing in NXT?
Make him a manager.
Oh my god, just dumb. That's just dumb.
The last thing that I will ask before we do get off of here, where does NXT Black and Gold rank amongst eras throughout WWE? Because obviously people like to talk about the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression, and where does this rank personally for you guys? Because I think this is easily one of the best eras that WWE has had.
Okay, so again, could be recency bias for me, but if I'm just talking about strictly in-ring work, then that era of NXT, honestly, it's obviously above the Attitude Era. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry.
No, we're not. Ain't no bra and panty matches.
Yeah, nobody cared. Yeah. So it's obviously above
your horny asses out of here. Go. There's a website for that.
What is this era called? What is the era we're living in right now called? What are they calling this?
Is there like reality?
The Renaissance era.
Maybe I think they're like Renaissance era.
Just because we're living in it now, and I'm not trying to expose myself for being a recency biased guy, but I can't put them above the era today. I think the storytelling is just...
This one has some steps to go just because it's not...
Right, exactly, and we're still in this era, so I'm not saying anything crazy.
I think this is below the... I think this one's 4th below the Attitude Era.
Do you think it's below?
It's not done. Yeah, it's not done yet.
Yeah, you're right. So no, I think that's fair. I can't
compare it to the Attitude Era because...
But the older era, the only thing they have above this era, the older eras, the only thing they have above it is star power, maybe. You know what I mean?
And tag teams on the latter half. I mean, legendary tag teams like the Hardys, Dudley Boys.
True. You're right. But I mean, we had the
Revival. Like APA. Who else? Like, there's definitely a bunch of other tag teams out there. So
but that's why I can't do it yet because it's like I gotta wait for this era to finish.
But I think I just the Black and Gold to me that's like
because this era started in 2022. I truly do believe.
Oh, the Renaissance, yeah. When Cody returned.
I think this started. That's the night that this era started.
Damn, Cody's Mania night return was the start of a new
era. He created a shift.
All right, relax. He's still a dweeb, bitch. Relax.
You said it.
Relax. Listen, that was just because the way things were moving, the way things were being booked, it was different.
No, but in all reality, he did create a shift that nobody had. I mean, people were obviously they were preparing for him to come, but he just he basically just created like when tectonic shifts plate and it's like an earthquake or whatever. Like that's kind of what he did. He just caused like a massive earthquake that completely it honestly like I think it shocked AEW and it stunned them in a sense because they haven't been the same since, and WWE has completely found their footing after he had reached WWE. So it created a shift in the environment. This era technically started with him.
No, but I'm gonna kind of end my thoughts on it by saying the NXT Black and Gold era, regardless of where it is, like in terms of like actually thinking about it and actually taking like storytelling and everything into account. If I take all that out the window and just think about how I enjoyed it, I honestly didn't. I haven't had that much fun watching wrestling outside of obviously WWE right now. I've had that much fun watching wrestling since probably like WrestleMania 30 and back before I stopped watching wrestling. No, to be honest, probably I'll even go as far as back as like 07. You know what I mean? Like that was I haven't had that much fun watching wrestling since probably like 07, you know?
Yeah.
07, 08. So that's why I'm putting NXT. That's why I'm putting Black and Gold NXT, honestly, for me.
Okay.
But Craig, I kind of want to know where you're gonna put it. I'm curious. Because you can honestly throw NXT in there
what would you put it behind? What would you put it behind, Tommy?
I think I would. I'm kind of probably right behind Attitude Era, kind of like you. But like I said, I haven't had this much fun.
So would it be third or second?
No, it's third for me. Okay. It's third for me. But yeah, since like 07, in just terms of how much fun I had watching it, since like WrestleMania 23, you know, like it's been a while. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Damn, NXT Black and Gold. I feel like. I was just gonna say, like, I feel like when you look at, like, say, all the eras and you're like comparing them, like, the one thing I'll give NXT is like pound for pound. If you compare it to like any era, like it holds up. No matter if it's like Attitude Era, Rules Aggression, or the Renaissance Era, Robin right now, like any era you stack up Black and Gold with, it either is better or it's like right there. So NXT Black and Gold, it's one of those like had to be there, and it's you kind of once you see it, you understand why people were like really complaining when 2.0 first started, and everyone's like, bring back Black and Gold.
I will also add this. I do want to add this, because I guess they did lose the Wednesday Night Wars, but that was like the end of the Black and Gold era. If Tony Khan had to go against Black and Gold when Undisputed Era was like really holding it down and like they were winning everything as they were early, even when AEW was at its peak, I don't think it's touching Black and Gold. I really don't. Now, granted, Star Power, you can talk about it because they Kenny Omega, John, all that, but I don't know, man. It's close.
So where would you place it, Craig?
Probably the same. Probably like third, top three, only behind Attitude and Ruthless Aggression. I would say at the moment it's over the reality era or like this current era, just because like you guys said, it hasn't ended yet. And from what I've seen, like even though the storytelling may be for the reality era, the current era, I would just say like all around the in ring was just more like consistent on Black and Gold.
Yep. And again, like I said, yes, AEW technically won the Wednesday Night Wars, but at AEW's peak and NXT Black and Gold's peak, again, I think I'm putting Black and Gold above it. Sorry, Tony Khan, but
listen, 2.0 is getting its revenge.
And 2.0 is getting its get back. They are getting their get back.
Oh man, where am I placing it? Well, number one is definitely Ruthless Aggression for me.
Oh yeah.
I think number two is going to be NXT Black and Gold. It's going to go over the Attitude Era.
I respect it.
And it's for the simple fact,
that's the only thing.
The mystique that this era of wrestling had. This is during a period of time where WWE and just wrestling in general wasn't really hitting, and Black and Gold was the savior, honestly, for well over 6 years. I mean, if you really want to think about it, 2014 to 2020. You can even go as far as 2021. I mean, this was a time and period where they were just, they kept reinventing themselves with different people, different rosters. They've went through several different changes during this time, and they never looked back. Um, it was impactful. I mean, the women's division, the tag team division, the men's division, the mid card division. Come on, there's no misses. Like
The bottom, no misses. You're right.
like what when you think of the perfect wrestling, like a perfect wrestling time, this is it. This is it. The crowds, the presentation.
The crowd.
I can even add that. Like
Shout out Full Sail Arena, man.
and like there's a reason people still talk about takeover crowds. Like there's a reason people still talk about that because those crowds were so lively and they had their own presentation. The black, the lights would be blacked out. Remember they started doing the one fall. That was NXT.
The one fall.
And then the crowd would chant one fall when all the lights would go black in a main event match, and then the spotlights would be right on that is.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a very nice touch by NXT.
Like they created an atmosphere that was only at like an NXT thing.
Yeah, it was like unique.
And that will never be replicated again. And you talk about, and I just said it, man. Main event scene, mid card, women's. When have you ever seen every facet of each division at its peak in any era of wrestling?
That's never true. You were right. Because right now, tag team.
The impact that had. Look at the impact. Look at how many stars NXT had created through all those years. You can talk about the Attitude Era and all this other impact. I get that. It's on a larger scale. But that doesn't mean that this doesn't have that this doesn't have the impact that it has as well.
But that's actually the only reason why I have it third, though, is because I feel like that star power that they had back in the day, you can't just.
Yeah, that is true.
But I do see what you're saying as well. But it kind of depends on how you look at
it. And that's okay. The star power that you're talking about is star power to the casuals,
right? Which I think matters a little bit.
But this NXT was star power to the hardcore fans. That's the
also
difference.
True. Yeah.
That is the major difference. And I think NXT had the star power to attract the hardcore fans. And that is the biggest difference about it.
Yeah. Because that's kind of, Vince was not really trying to tap into that. So yeah, you're right. He was not trying to touch the hardcore fans. So,
and it was something that had never been seen because NXT was a WWE produced indie show.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Not wrong. Absolutely right.
So,
in fact, if you're an indie company, the NXT Black and Gold blueprint, that should be what you guys are trying to. Yeah, that's what you guys should be aiming for.
That is the standard. That you want to build. If you want to build talent, those like a lot of those names, people knew them because of the indie scene. But what NXT did for them was help elevate all of their names up to to just a different level. Because, come on now, like now so many people know of Adam Cole, so many people know of Aleister Black, so many people know of like all of these people, and it's not just hardcore fans because now you got casuals that I remember so and so, I remember Kyle O'Reilly, I remember Johnny Gargano. Like it created something for obviously not everybody watches the indies, and this was a way that those indie guys that were super talented, this was a way for them to be showcased and get put on a pedestal where they could be seen to a more grander audience, and that's what this was.
Yeah, no.
So
that's real.
NXT, man, they have a mystique about themselves, and there's a reason people talk about it to this day. No shame on the Attitude Era, but this is just different, man. When you have every facet of of, um, of your booking wise, when you have every facet of every division performing at its peak for 6 years, that's never been done. That's never been done. They
That's
did.
real.
They did that. Come on now. So yeah, this is it's different, man. It's just different for NXT. But that was the NXT, man. In-depth review. We covered a lot. We spent 2 hours talking about NXT.
It's well deserved. They deserve it.
Very much well deserved.
And honestly, we could have probably spent 3 hours honestly talking about NXT. But obviously, just because we didn't cover a lot of like the stuff that happened on TV, we kind of covered a lot of takeovers and stuff like that. But it's also because takeovers are just so easy to go back to. Um, but if you guys in the chat, man, if you guys have any matches like television matches, not just takeovers, that you wanna that that you think are good and you want us to watch, let us know. Go in the Discord. The Discord link is gonna be in the description below. Join the Discord, man, and come chat with us. So yeah, man. I mean that's NXT review. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Tommy, what do you have to say?
I got a little couple things to say. Some things that we have coming up. So as you guys know, it's November 24th. What we got? What 6, 7 days left of November,
Yep.
something like that. So y'all know what time that means. Rest of the year. I have my lovely committee. We are finally getting to the nitty gritty. Hopefully by before Thanksgiving, they start submitting their final lists and everything, and we finally start putting a bracket together. And then, like I said, hopefully a week or so after that, I believe it's December 8th. I believe that's the day we decided, but that should be the day we have a kind of like a little bracket episode where we unveil the bracket and we get this thing rolling, the rest of the year tournament rolling, and yeah, we can finally crown 2024's BTBC the rest of the year, and some other awards such as Book of the Year, Match of the Year, Feud of the Year. Google Forms are out, and my link, I believe, it's pinned in Discord. But yeah, just y'all just keep looking out for that stuff because it's coming fast. It's coming fast. So that's all I got. Great episode, great stream. Love you guys.
Right.
Man, what could I say? What a episode talking about Black and Gold, everything that went on. 2 days nights ago on SmackDown. This was just a good, like throwback, I guess, in the sense of like revisiting the past. And then as for Tommy here, a good way to express like your first thoughts on watching, something he has never seen before. So all that, wonderful, stream today. Of course, chat, always pulling up, always a vibe. Obviously, you gotta, sub, head over to the BTC Discord for the rest of the year. Definitely gonna be doing that as well. And that's pretty much just it. Hopefully the rest of the year, we get a lot of things to talk about. Hopefully great things happen, and can't wait.
Last thing I have to say, like I said, predictions this upcoming week. Check out our Discord, check out our Twitter. We are going to be updating you guys and letting you guys know when that form is dropping. We should be dropping it by Wednesday, if not latest by Thursday. Like I said earlier on in the stream, they will be open until about an hour before Survivor Series does start. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Survivor Series starts at an earlier time next Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern. So the forms will close at 5 p.m. If we do need to leave them open till 5:30, maybe we will. But if not, then 5 p.m. They'll probably close. If we do have enough people that do need it to be open, then we'll keep it open until 5:30. But that's probably the deadline for that. And actually, one last thing, Taco Blaze is upcoming Tuesday.
Yes.
Make sure y'all tune in.
War Games.
Taco Blaze. Yeah, pay-per-view War Games. We got some really good stuff on there. We got Mo versus Mitri. What is their debate? I don't remember. Oh,
it's a Cody Rhodes the Cody Rhodes debate.
Isn't it 05? Survivor Series 05 versus 2016?
For Mo Mitri, yeah, it's
Mo.
they're doing Survivor Series matchups, and it's Survivor Series 05 for Mitri, 05. And then Mo got Survivor Series 2016.
Yes, that's one debate. The other debate, we got Team Pro Cody, which is the Rhodes family, Tio Rhodes, Loft, Phil, and Magic going up against Team Anti Cody, which is the Bloodline, Tawny Blaze, Raka, me, and Eagle Blacks. And then we have the unsanctioned match between me and Jay
Double Duty
Aries,
Rod.
where I'm gonna beat the shit out of that dork.
Oh
wow. I'm gonna erase him from existence. So make sure y'all tune in that. So
you're gonna erase the draw. Oh wow.
I'm gonna erase him. Yeah. Yup. Whatever he's drawing.
Waste that shit.
Waste that shit. But with that being said, man, if you've been with us for the last 3 hours, 10 minutes, and 13 seconds, we truly do appreciate you guys. We will be back next Sunday for a stream. If we do a watch along next Saturday, we will be letting you guys know. So make sure you're staying tuned for that. And with that being said, catch y'all later, man.
Peace out, y'all.
Have a great week, y'all.